up. Why do I look like this? Where am I? So Ernest, okay. Gotta do that, gotta do this. Gotta do this, gotta do that. Gotta do this. What is going on in my life? Please. Just making a post on the fucking gram that I'm live. That I'm live right now. Just gotta look myself up. And send myself to myself. And make an Instagram story. Today's probably just me. Today's probably gonna be just me. I'm finally gonna do that commission that I've been putting off for a year. I gotta make a funny Instagram story. 1 second here. Like I'm punching the camera. I look attractive and also I'm punching the camera. Almost there. Almost done. No. Try that one more time. Nope. Almost there. This looks ridiculous. Yo, JJ, I'm drawing you tonight. That's the commission I'm drawing. I'm drawing you. Could you believe it? It's been so long. I'm happening. I'm drawing you. Fuck, this is so stupid. This is not working. Sorry, I'm being fucking ridiculous. Plastic pills used to be your plug? What does that mean? I need to know that. Omerto Pete. Sorry, I just need to make this fucking link. And I can't do it before the stream. I have to get the stream link and then make the post. It's all takes so long. There we go. All right. Where we at here? I need to know how plastic pills was your plug. That's so important for me to know. I need to know that so bad. Also, dude used to hook me up with some fire theory shit. Man. We'll see. I don't believe you now. Now I think you're like trying to cover your tracks. ENTJ/IS. What does that mean? I know I'm ENTJ, but then recently someone told me I was ISFP. In the years for the societal collapse, 20 years from now? 20 years from now? 20 years from now, I think we're gonna see like some sort of right-wing militia form. Maybe 10. Maybe 10 years. There you go. Tonight, we're watching Plastic Pills tonight. Because there's a lot of things about theory that I need to know. There's a lot of theory I don't know. So tonight we watch Pills. Let's go. I want to watch like something on Baudrillard. That is something I want to learn more about. Or Lacan. I actually know nothing about Lacan. So maybe I should watch the Lacan video. I don't want a 20-minute video though. I don't want to bite off too much. Death Drive. Let's start with Death Drive. Let's do Death Drive first. Also, the Lo-Fi girl isn't here. I don't know where she is. It's just empty. Crazy. Anyway, Death Drive. Here we go. Just full screen that bitch. I think Lo-Fi Girl sleeps. I've never seen her not there before. Right. Let's just make sure this is not copyrighted music. No. No, we're looking good? Okay.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I want to help Pills get a video with 1 million views. Because his channel is like, I think as far as just like value in a YouTube channel, value in a resource on the internet, So we got a bubbly here. As far as value goes, this channel is fucking insane. How much value there is in this fucking channel. Same with One Dime as well, friend of the studio. They both have such good YouTube channels. There's nothing else like this on the internet in its entire, like, not even just YouTube, anywhere. It's crazy.
Living is a concurrence of desires. One of the body, which seeks to survive. One of the psyche, which seeks significance. One of civilization, the channeling of our energies into a sociable collective end. These desires loop through time. But one seeks the disruption and destruction of the rest. Death drop. Some of these desires emerge into consciousness. Most are unconscious. Drives are desire, unconscious volition. Up here is what you think you want, and down here, erupting from the id, is what you don't know you want. Drives, instincts, keep you in motion, defending your fragile psyche and needy body. Many drives are productive, impelling us to create societies, relationships, families. Freud puts these under the name Eros, the libidinous god. Other drives are destructive. Their goal is not pleasure or survival, but lashing out. By the progress of civilization, law, and order, these destructive drives are repressed. But they don't disappear. They are only shoved out of sight, only to re-emerge in irrational outbursts, such as war or conflict for its own sake. In a letter to Albert Einstein, Freud wrote, "We assume that human instincts are of two kinds, those that can serve and unify, which we call erotic, and secondly, the instincts to destroy and kill, which we assimilate as the aggressive or destructive instincts. The death instinct becomes an impulse to destruction when, with the aid of certain organs, it directs its actions outward against external objects. When a nation is summoned to engage in war, the lust for aggression and destruction is certainly included." Although Freud and Einstein were talking about the buildup of fascism before the Second World War here,
South Africa.
we could easily extend the aggressive drives to culture war, scapegoating and polarization in politics,
just stared over here all night.
mob justice, and maybe even sports rivalries.
I'll give you a good.
However,
I'll give you a good Chadification. I'll make you Chad like, or I'll make you like super fucking gaunt. I was looking at a Japanese charcoal artist today, and they're so, I don't know, they're so like, I love caricatures that make people look fucked up, but not in a bad way. Egon Schiele is kind of like that. His drawings are very caricaturesque, but they look fucked in an attractive way. Like, it's cool to make someone exaggerate their features and make their portrait look fucked, but like they still look good. That's a skill. That's a skill, because I would hate to make someone look bad in a drawing.
these are only examples of when the death drive is redirected outward. The original form of the death drive is directed inward, back at yourself. Now, death drive might sound like something suicidal, and it isn't. Well, no, it is, but it's not conscious. It's a symptom of the unconscious. Suicide is a conscious decision made to avoid future pain, which means that decision is still in line with the pleasure principle, whereas the death drive is the unconscious desire to not be. So where does it come from? Well, Freud speculates that it is the drive which wills the end of drives. We arose from inorganic matter and will return to it. This drive, then, is the symptom of life to return to its original state, to disorganize back into non-life. It would be in contradiction to the conservative nature of the instincts if the goal of life were a state of things which had never yet been attained. On the contrary, it must be an old state of things, an initial state from which the living entity has at one time or another departed and to which it is striving to return by the circuitous path along which its development leads. We have unwittingly steered our course into the harbor of Schopenhauer's philosophy. For him, death is the true result, and to that extent the purpose of life.
The name of this channel
While
is
the
Plastic
sexual
Pills.
instinct, that is eros, is the embodiment of the will to live. The death drive manifests in subjects and civilizations. The goal is not pleasure, but annihilation, the return of a more primitive state from which to start over. Overthrow, undermine, to sabotage the pleasure principle, to seek, paradoxically, to not get what you want. If you're wondering what the pleasure principle is, it just means that most life, most of the time, seeks pleasure and avoids pain.
Thank you, Trickish
You are
Line.
driven to eat when you're hungry. You go
Trickish
foraging,
line.
find a source of food, obtain that food, and
You know, I find for how much flack Freud gets for being pseudoscientific, we use a lot of his terms, because, like, this to me is making a bit of sense. Death drive, like, it sounds like a cool theory. Say with, like, projection or, like, the Oedipus complex, like, it sounds like, oh, that's a neat theory. It's like shit you talk about when you're on acid. And you're like, oh, what if it's all about idea harvesting? You know what I mean? Just shit you, like, lore you make up for yourself because it's fun to talk about shit like that. That's what I see a lot of psychoanalysis as. But then, it doesn't matter if it's real or not because you use these terms. Like, people say, like, I'll talk about working too hard, or I'll talk about, like burning a bridge with somebody, and someone's like, like death drive. You know what I mean? Or, like, projection, you know, projecting your insecurities. That's a Freudian term. But then, like, that's, like, common language. Everyone knows, like, oh, you're projecting. Oh, you're projecting. That's Freudian. So it's interesting. Even, like, if you don't give credit to Freud's ideas, it's, they still permeate our conscious somehow. We still think about it all the time.
and eat it. Nice. Pleasure. The death drive, however, isn't satisfied by getting something, it's satisfied by the destruction of the regular order. The drive itself is to not exist anymore, but watching other things stop existing is sort of a transference here. Now, don't try and tell me there isn't some satisfaction in witnessing the destruction of the status quo. The death drive doesn't just include violence, though. Pleasure principle violence might include revenge on someone who's wronged you, winning a fight, or visiting justice on a person or nation who has done something evil. No, the death drive is satisfied by the erosion of order imposed by law, any law. It's beyond the pleasure principle because you don't get anything from it. But the death drive does not seek to win, and the pleasure accompanying it, so much as it seeks that everyone else lose, even if that means that you lose in the process. You might experience the death drive in the rush of an unsafe or unnecessary risk, taking a bad bet that you make anyway. It may be that secret desire you have to see the villain win, or the anticipation of the collapse of the second tower, even though many will die. It represents the desire to start everything from ground zero, and as such is the root of all drives, which only seek temporary satisfaction on their way to an ultimate end, the end of all ends. Future ages will produce further great advances in this realm of culture, probably inconceivable now, and will increase man's likeness to a god still more. But with the aim of our study in mind, we will not forget all the same that the human being of today is not happy with all his likeness to a god.
Let's watch this Baudrillard one next. Okay, wait. Thoughts, discussions. Thoughts, discussions. Wait, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I think, what's poppin'? I'm watching Plastic Pills and drawing J.J. Perry. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's interesting. I think, I don't know. Cause it's weird to like chaos. I like chaos quite a bit. Like I can't help if there's a street fight. I was walking with like a group of people, and there was a fight. We were outside, we were walking somewhere. And I was like, everyone, stop. Like, we have to watch this fight. And they're like, why would you want to watch a street fight? Like, because it's fun to watch a street fight. I love watching fights. I think most people relate to that. Like, I can't look away. It's, like, exhilarating to watch people fight. Or, like, watch them get kicked. Even if it's, like, minor. Like, watch people get kicked out of a bar is exhilarating. I love watching fucking action. You know what I mean? See, like, car accidents and shit. You know when you're watching, like, the news has been pretty rough the last few days, and you're watching the news and you're like, oh, maybe we'll get crazy, and you kind of wanted to get crazy a little bit. I guess that's Death Drive, but I don't know. Saying that it's like the human desire to, like, the human desire of matter to return back to nothing. To return to dust, I don't really agree with. I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm not a nutcase. I'm drinking bubbly. I'm drinking blackberry bubbly. I don't know. Same with the submarine. The submarine, Israel, Palestine, can't stop watching. Can't look away. Nothing going on in the news, sadly. It was exciting 2 weeks ago. When shit was going crazy.
Have you ever personally kicked someone out of a bar? I think you mentioned bartending at one point.
Yeah, one time, this drunk guy came in. And he was plastered drunk, and he just was like, but he was like chill, like he was just super drunk, and I was like, we can't serve you, but like, you want food or something? And he was like, yeah, and he was just like blackout drunk. I was chatting with him, and my boss came up, and also was chatting with him, and then in mid-conversation, my boss was like, you have to get out of here. Like, I watched this happen. This guy, it was like Oblivion fucking dialogue. They were talking about like cars, and my boss was like, you have to leave, out of nowhere. And the drunk guy was like so taken aback, and he was like, I thought we were friends. Like, he was like, why did you turn on me? I thought we were friends. We were chatting all night. And anyway, yeah, we had to drag him out because he got so violent. Because he was like so upset at the manager for turning. And I was like, I would agree, man. If I went and sat down at a restaurant and everything was fine, I was eating, and everyone was talking to me, and then on a instant, someone was like, you have to leave right now. We're kicking you out. I'd be pissed. I don't know if I'd fight the manager of a restaurant, but I'd definitely be pissed. I heard about this highway fire. That sounds fun.
Unimaginable, unbelievable, that in the most famous city of the richest country in the world, they're digging mass graves.
You have death rates now, they are going to go up.
Those numbers are going to go up. The closer people get to one another, the more deaths we're going to see.
He was saying it would be 60-something. It's already past that. The president now says 80,000 or 90,000, maybe 100,000.
More Americans are going to soon be dead.
Death projections.
Death projections. Death projections. Death projections.
You're back, I'm back, we're both dying. Here's a second philosophy of death a la plastic pills. The last vid covered Heidegger's being towards death. Real proper philosophy, right? And while I wish that phenomenology still had the gravitas it probably deserves, Lately, I feel like these post-structuralist applications feel more relevant, applicable, even true. In advanced programs, academics don't tend to read Baudrillard all that much. He's not taken all that seriously, mainly because he writes polemically instead of using arguments most of the time. In the online social world, though, polemics also get you further than arguments do. And even more than the form of debate, and maybe this is just my own sensibility, but it feels like the phenomenal world has fallen into screens. And there's a sense of loss in that fallenness, a loss of the thickness and friction that you might expect the world to have. That's probably the reason this is my 5th video on Baudrillard. Baudrillard writes in Symbolic Exchange and Death that a revolution has put an end to this classical economics of value, a revolution of value itself, which carries value beyond its commodity form into its radical form, beyond all reference to a real. So here, commodities are exchanged to be sure, but their use value and exchange value from classical economics, basic supply and demand, are replaced because everything is overproduced, such that now the value that is exchanged is symbolic and it overcodes both use and exchange value. Symbolic exchange does not only apply to commodities, though. It also applies to the facts of reality, including the most factical of facts, death, that we are going to die.
What?
On our screens, death is abstracted and modeled into graphs and accompanied by prescriptions of how you should live to avoid it. The way these are presented, the only purpose of life is avoiding death. X hours of exercise per week, prescribed diets, and warnings against anything which may cause your life to be shortened. Death for us is the opposite of health. It's sickness. And this is unique in human history. No culture before ours has ever been so averse to death, our one guarantee. Here's what other cultures have done with that.
I do love death. And I'm gonna play this on just a bit faster. A little bit faster. Just a wee faster.
The difference between them and us is that for them, death signifies something. For us, it's a negation. It only has a negative value, the absence of health. Don't mistake this for romanticizing la pensée sauvage, the savage mind here. They surely prohibit other signs from having meaning, but the notable feature of us is that we prohibit death from having symbolic value. At the very core of the rationality of our culture is an exclusion that precedes every other, preceding all these and serving as their model the exclusion of the dead and of death. It's a sort of theme of post-structuralism that societies, or science systems in this case, are in large part defined by what they repress and banish. For Foucault, for example, mad societies banish the mad to asylums. For Baudrillard, dying societies banish living. The exchange is for mere survival, survival at all costs, even if it means uploading your brain into the cloud. Part of valuing death, conversely, is knowing how to live. In other science societies, death is not opposed to human being. Death may even give an individual more power, a boost in social status. Reverence in death from which you can guide the living, ancestor worship. For us, death has no meaning. The dead are thrown out of the group's symbolic circulation. They are no longer beings with a role to play. So we have a rather unusual attitude towards death relative to the breadth of social systems that have existed. Those that are more symbolic with respect to death also tend to be more collectivist, such that even the dead are included in everyday life. According to Baudrillard, death is ultimately nothing more than the social line of demarcation separating the dead from the living. There is a medical definition of death, one we're familiar with, but there are many others as well. Death can be a graduation. Death can be merely a part of a reversible cycle. Modern bureaucratic routinization strips meaning out of death to turn it into metrics, measurements of efficacy, leadership, or a biopolitical testing mechanism. It is now composed of graphics for the benefit of a consumer society. Of course, it sounds really reductive to blame capitalism for everything, but this pandemic is, I think, exposing the subliminal signification of death that's difficult to notice. In Plague, we are in the midst of death. And while that's always true, we are every day inundated with sensationalized, routinized models, mortality rates, death curves, statistics. These models draw a morbid fascination, otherwise they wouldn't keep showing them, as if seeing it there gives it a visible form and somehow gives us power over it. Right, so that's death. Now let's take a look at the dead and the role they play in a social system. Now, our social relations are largely determined by our relation to capital and labor. Our exclusion of the dead, just like our exclusion of the mad and the elderly to asylums and nursing homes, is based on the fact that they can no longer work or produce capital. In virtually all pre-capitalist societies, the elderly, the mad, and the dead were consulted for their wisdom. Yes, even the mad. Madness was often associated with a connection to the gods or the spirit world. I rushed over the notion of exclusion or prohibition, and this happens in a sign system. Now, we're familiar with the term discrimination, and there's, unacceptable forms of discrimination, sexism, racism, and there's also generally accepted forms. For example, children are not allowed to vote. Criminals are incarcerated, and others are institutionalized. And these are more or less generally accepted discriminations. And in each case, something happens called ghettoization. Ghettoization is where you separate people off from society. It's literally discrimination. Now, it's been the norm in human cultures that the dead have a say. One dead pharaoh and his wives have more value than the whole living population. Other examples, Odysseus gets instructions from his dead friends and a prophet on how he's supposed to get home in his titular journey. In the Hebrew Bible, which forbids necromancy, King Saul consults a dead prophet through a witch. Christians ask dead saints to intercede for them. And the cover of this book shows the Mexican Day of the Dead, where you set up shrines, eat with, and remember dead ancestors. Outside of these enclaves, though, the dead are disenchanted such that they're not people, for the most part. And that's unique historically, because the dead and our response to them is not an isolated event. It's always social. It represents a change in social status with a before and an after. The dead are often sought for their wisdom and experience, from past relatives to saints. For Baudrillard, we are an exception because we discriminate against the dead. And this ghettoization of the dead happens literally too. This is a modern situation. You can look at the layout of planned cities. Graveyards are now pushed to the fringes, whereas back in the day, the graveyard was on the church grounds, always in the center of town. Paris, for example, is an interesting case where many of the city's cemeteries were emptied in the late 18th century and moved literally underground. Plagues often bring new meaning to death, but ours is nothing like that sacred meaning. These deaths are merely an indicator of bureaucratic performance. It's a metric. Can you think of anything more banal? News hosts throw up these graphs and charts and simply use it as a measure of, government response. Death is a metric by which we judge the living.
Jim, a grim new death toll and frightening new projections, but the president and his team, at least some members of his team, don't necessarily believe all the numbers.
That's right. Well, a tug of war has begun inside the Trump administration over whether the U.S. is overcounting the number of dead from the coronavirus.
South Korea, good job, guys. America, bad president. Think of what an alien viewpoint that represents in terms of death. Like Baudrillard said, all of these piles of dead people are playing a social role as part of this political narrative. Slightly obscene. There's nothing left of the sacred, of course, no concept of death as a journey, and no concept of death as a change in social status in a collective. Here's my theory on this. This is because we only view ourselves as individuals and don't really tend to imagine what death could mean in a collectivist sense. Like using death as a tool to advance a cause or a political project. That's not really part of our imaginary. Baudrillard does see the positive valuation of death in another group, though. Terrorists. This is not to condone terrorism, of course, yet they are an example of that positive value of death that we no longer have. For them, death and suicide is a symbolic weapon. The suicide bombing as an act has a symbolic value that cannot be incorporated into the sign system of capitalism and empire. Suicide is an unsignifiable event. It doesn't have any economic value, but they have immense symbolic value. Al-Qaeda won the wars of the 21st century, which have been crushing symbolic defeats of the empire, dragging it into decades of war, a world away, indebting it, and eroding faith in elected officials, and very publicly destroying the vestiges of the moral superiority, imagined or otherwise, of the empire. Al-Qaeda understood symbolic exchange through the surplus value of suicide, more symbolic value than the exchange can handle. Because we do not understand death and because we can't signify it, Baudrillard views the goal of the modern project as the annihilation of death itself. Our imaginary is rife with these sorts of images of us eliminating and overcoming death. Those of cloning, uploading consciousness, and biotechnology to end aging. This should be terrifying. He speculates clones of the future may well pay for the luxury of dying and becoming mortal once again in simulation, cyberdeath. Where previous generations suffered alienation, future generations face an infinitely worse prospect, the horror of never knowing death. This is like some Elon Musk fever dream, billionaires ending death. With it, though, we've lost life. And that's why I made that previous video on being towards death. What are we left with? Without death, our projects, personal or social, have lost all urgency. The world wanes and pales. Now, don't think of this as something that will happen when we cure death. It's something that has already happened since death has been disenchanted and yet goes unsignified. Over 130 years ago, Nietzsche speculated as to the end state of the modern project, calling us the last man. What is love? What is creation? What is longing? What is a star? So asks the last man and blinks. The earth has become small, and on it hops the last man, who makes everything small. His species is as ineradicable as the flea. The last man lives longest. Formerly, all the world was insane, say the subtlest of them, and they blink. We have discovered happiness, say the last men, and they blink.
Fascinating. Fascinating.
If not an actual choice that has been made, then at least
Pause that. Me and him have the same. We have the same physiognomy.
potential choice that we can theorize about making or having been.
We're the same type of guy. I figured it out. Okay. Back to my thing here. Yes, Plastic Pills was on. He was our last podcast. Plastic Pills was on the. Let me just switch account here. No, let me just look up the pod. There we are. Yeah, he was our last episode with Pills. I don't know, but yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm thinking about religion a lot because the video I'm writing, the next video that comes out, derogatory. Thank you for specifying. Thank you for the tone indicator of your posit of derogatory. I'm just eating gum. There is no snack, it's just gum. Okay. I've been thinking a lot about religion recently, because my new video is about, like, the death of meaning. It talks a lot about that. It's like the death of meaning, the death of truth, post-religion world. Because I'm eating like 9 pieces of gum at once. Because I have a gum issue. Death, yeah. The thing about death a lot, and religion a lot, because it seems like the common narrative now is to go back to religion. Oh, thank you for $5, Diego Alves. Nah, man, if you're feeling depressed, just thug that shit out. Yeah, I'd love to go to Brazil. My sister was dating a guy from Brazil once. So, the people, the manosphere, the boys, the internet boys, okay, Sneeko, they all turn to religion. They're like, oh, religion, what society is lacking is religion. And he's right in a sense. Because that's what you keep finding, is that, like, you get post-God, you get post-narrative, you get post-religion, and then we start getting sad. And we start working too hard, and we stop having children, and there's all these negative trends that start once we go post-religion. And I was like, well, we can't go back to religion, because it's like, I think people don't understand, what the red pill people don't understand, is that you can't just, like, decide to believe in a God and then believe in a God. It's like not how that works. You're born religious. Like, you can find religion again, but it's like just deciding, like, you're gonna pick like you're spinning a wheel, picking like, oh, am I gonna be Catholic? Am I gonna be a trad Cath? I'm gonna be a Muslim? I'm gonna be fucking Presbyterian? Oh, I'm gonna be a Buddhist? Like, you're just trying to find your God. It's like, that's not how that works. It's a very, like, internal, deep, and a genuine belief. It's not just like, oh, I hope this thing is real so that I pray to it and then it helps me become successful in life. That's not how religion works. It's like you genuinely believe in the existence of, like the average Christian doesn't think that, like, oh, God's a metaphor for the good in humanity and, like, the desire to create community. Like, a real Christian thinks there is, like, a thing in the sky, like a human in the sky that made us all in his image, like 6,000 years ago, and that, like, Noah's Ark actually happened. Like, there's not some sort of symbolic belief in religion. And so we can't go back to religion because we're not going to reinstill that into most people. Most people aren't going to believe that at the end. So I think it's not like religion fixes everything. It's like the lack of religion makes everything worse. But the reverse isn't true because you can't fix everything with religion. That's not how you fix the problems of 2023. They just all get worse with They all get worse without it. They all get worse without it. So I don't know. And that's why you get into metamodernism, which I want to look into metamodernism as well. See if I can find a nice video on metamodernism. What is metamodernism? Is there a video about this that is a real YouTube video? Let's see what this is like.
Metamodernism might be the most important idea you encountered this year.
Fuck, I don't like when people talk like that.
But what do you believe?
What do I believe? Yeah, I'm like, sorry, I got two at once. Okay, first $5 thank you. What if we moved forward with religion as a parabold? Like a parable? Parabold? Sorry, one sec. Parabold. Parabola? Is a set of points such that for any point of the set, the distance to a fixed point, the focus is equal to the distance of the fixed line. I don't know, might have to further explain what you mean there. I mean, I guess if you mean like religion as a parable, is that, yeah, sorry, do you mean parable? Like this, just like a fable, right? You mean like a fable? Yeah, okay, parable. Yeah, like that makes sense, but we can't. I don't know. Cause okay, here's how I see it. Okay, I see it like if I look at what the average young critical thinker thinks about the world right now, okay, it's that religion. In the absence of religion, we have all these problems. Human nature is a lot more like icky and hierarchical and mean than we want it to be. And the world is unfair. Like, the world is just brutally unfair. Nothing is fair. No one gets anything bad. Good people get hurt all the time. And they're trying to figure out how to cope with that. So again, like the red pill crowd sort of, they turn back to religion and they turn to evolution. They turn to like primitivism, which is like, okay, so there's all these constructs we have that are made up, that are societal constructs. Like, what are humans actually like? What is a real human being like? And I just, the answer to that, that's not a very exciting question to ask, because the answer to that is like, of course we're like we're monkeys. Like we're extremely violent, unjust, unfair, cruel, like rape each other, kill each other, right? We're not nice. and we have all these societal constructs to like keep us in line. So the goal isn't primitivism, because it's like the world just becomes more and more unfair and more unlivable if we go back to I don't know, if the people who really, no, I'm not saying like there's genuinely people out there who want to like start fucking living in the woods, but it's like a lot of the red pill people do, and not just the red pill people, a lot of the manosphere people, the whole like men's help sphere on the internet in general, believe that we should move back towards like a more archaic, more genuine, more honest existence. So, I don't know. Using religion as a parable to show people like, okay, here's why it's good to here's why it's good to not steal. It doesn't work though. And this is like, so metamodernism, what I'm going to get into here, is sort of the desire to move past it. The desire to, like, rebuild meaning, right? I think that's what metamodernism is. Plastic Pills brought it up on our podcast, and he hates it. And a lot of people hate metamodernism. So let's watch this video, see if it's good or not. Check the chat. There's some Presbyterian stands out there, I've noticed. Why do you think thinkers do so little and doers don't think much? I've found that conspiracy folks organize much more easily and protest in the hundreds, thousands, but climate change is 6 people glued to a highway. Not for the morals, but for the spiritual counseling. Yeah, maybe. I mean, okay, because the other question is, if I'm religious, and I am a little bit. Like I pray. I try to pray, and I try to pray as like a gratitude, forgiveness, gratitude. Like recognize my sins. Like when I'm praying, I'll think about like the points in the day where I did things I didn't like. Where I was mean to somebody, or I had mean thoughts at different points during the day, or I wished ill upon somebody. So when I pray, I think about those moments and try to like kind of work through them, ask for forgiveness. I also gratitude, gratitude for the things I have, and then I usually like at the end I'll usually like ask for strength to be a good person. But I don't go to. I've been meaning to go to church. It's one of those things that like I want to do, but I'm not I'm not dying to go to church. But I don't know. It's like, again, it's like like saying I'm religious is a complete lie, because it's like I don't believe there's like a singular human being in the sky, or like that created heaven and earth. Although I'm not gonna say I have evidence against that, so here we are. Maybe there could be. Anyway, let's watch this video explaining metamodernism.
In a world that is growing increasingly fractured and complex, metamodernism is a worldview that offers a way forward. In a recent video, we looked at the difference between the worldviews of modernity and postmodernity. Each of these evolved in response to particular historical and cultural trends. Modernity, as we saw, was the cultural phase that was at its height in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Postmodernity emerged in the 1960s and is the dominant cultural perspective of the 21st century. Our current cultural landscape is polarized along these battle lines. With only these two worldviews to choose from, it seems that society is doomed to fracture. But this is where metamodernism comes in. Metamodernism has been emerging in the past couple of decades, and it offers a way past this gridlock. Meta in metamodernism comes from an ancient Greek word
plastic pills
used by Plato and Aquinas to capture a sense of in-betweenness.
Also on the way.
In the case of metamodernism, this means being in between modernity and postmodernity, but it is not simply a middle ground. In the language of Ken Wilber's integral school of thought, which is the main theoretical underpinning to Hansi Freinach's school of political metamodernism, metamodernism transcends and includes these previous worldviews. This synthesis is critical for the problems we face in the 21st century. In this age of the meta-crisis, we find ourselves staring down the barrel of half a dozen existential crises, all at once.
The meta-crisis. Have you heard that one before?
No. Have you?
No.
It's not simply the climate crisis, but the meaning crisis, the mental health crisis.
Oh, well, he's going into it now.
The dangers and potentials of emerging AI technology.
You're basically supposed to be worried about everything all the time.
Which on the one hand may make us redundant as a species.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
And on the other hand, with technology like swarms of AI drones flying around, AI technologies threaten our survival in a much more tangible way. There's the energy crisis, diminishing natural resources, the emerging politics of space, the Cold War shaping up between America and China, not to mention increasing inequality and the coming deluge of unemployment brought on by robots. This is an age of complex problems, and much of our public discourse is so much rearranging of deck chairs on the Titanic. The challenges facing humanity are too complex and too dangerous for us to fall back into the luring narrative of us and them. Metamodernism, at the very least, is a new worldview that doesn't fall into this us and them left and right trap. It's a complex worldview for an age of complexity. In this episode, we are going to look at the characteristics of this new cultural trend, its relationship to the previous trends of
this guy has good vibes.
Yeah, I like how he looks. He's got a Edward Hopper painting in the background.
Oh.
Yes.
Our Chad's working on an Edward Hopper painting explanation video about how it explains loneliness in the modern day. Were you talking about that?
I brought it up briefly.
Modernity and post-modernity, and why in this world in crisis we need metamodernism.
We need metamodernism.
I notice every time someone brings up metamodernism, it's always like, implicitly I'm for metamodernism. Like, this guy's obviously implicitly thinking metamodernism is a useful, important idea.
Yeah.
But plastic pills was like, it's just like inherently bad. You're not really able to engage with metamodernism neutrally, because if you bring up metamodernism as something to think about, then you're giving it power.
Yeah.
In the previous episode on modernity and postmodernity, we looked at the characteristics of these two worldviews. To briefly summarize, modernity is characterized by an exuberant self-confidence. Hegel believed he lived at the end of history. Wittgenstein believed he had dissolved all the problems of philosophy. Freud believed he had found the source of all mental
illness. The same kind of people who are like the guy, you ever see that guy who's like, we need to inject humans with a virus and make them to meet the same planet.
In short, we seem to be solving
and
all
like
the problems that faced us at an incredible pace.
Like,
the ultimate truth seemed to be just around the corner. It was a fervent belief in progress, and reason sat in the throne left vacant by God. Even in the counter-trends of modernity,
like
Marx and the work of anarchists...
We have to rebuild meaning with community.
How did you draw the connection there? Where's that lateral move?
I don't know, I just don't like it, man.
There was an audacious vision of a utopia within our grasp. Modernity, then, was characterized by grand narratives in every domain, from the social and political to the philosophical and the scientific. The tone of modernity was an almost arrogant faith, a haughtiness that modern man was the pinnacle of life itself. Postmodernism, as characterized by
so he's describing like this humanist movement, kind of a liberal humanist movement, democratic. Postmodernism is like almost anti-humanist.
Francois Lyotard is defined as a distrust towards grand narratives. The focus of postmodernism is the fringe cases, the peripheries, the exceptions, basically all the cracks in modernity's beautiful narratives. The jadedness with the cool aid of modernity's optimism was embodied in postmodernity's tone of cynicism, sarcasm, and...
By the way, new balls just dropped. Philosophy ball.
What?
I'm trying to see if they've got metamodernism on there yet. Oh yeah, they do.
Where is he? What does he look like?
They don't have a drawing for this. This one's pretty new. I don't think they have many drawings up yet. No, they've got nothing for. Oh, actually, they do kind of.
Hey, look, he's a fucking geek.
Yeah, he's a geek.
They made him a fucking geek.
They made him a geek.
He's like, I thought of a great new product I think human beings could really benefit from. It's called a podcast in real life. Basically, you sit in a room with your friends and talk all day long. You can do it in the living room, in the bedroom, at the office, and even at a restaurant.
That's him IRL.
I think this will change the world.
Irony. Rather than seeking a monolithic objective truth, postmodernism exposed the million and truths of different perspectives. It gave a platform to the voices exploited and neglected by modernity's narrative. The voices of African Americans, women, the LGBT community, colonial voices, and those of prisoners and the insane. All the voices, in short, that modernity had excluded from its great proclamations of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, of liberty, equality, and fraternity. In taking such an abundance of perspectives, a spirit of relativism and nihilism came to prevail in the broader postmodern perspective. In trying to give equal voice to so many perspectives, postmodernism had no unified central vision as modernity had. It had no anchor point to order itself towards. It turned its back on finding a grand narrative that tried to encapsulate all the different perspectives. And this...
Whenever you make a meta-modern, postmodern, pre-modern kind of case, you really have to do a lot of work narrativizing, which is kind of ironic, because like postmodernism is like anti-narrative, but...
is where metamodernism enters the scene. In the language of the Hegelian dialectic, modernity was the thesis to which postmodernism's antithesis opposed itself. Out of this conflict, a new synthesis has begun to emerge in metamodernism. The challenges facing humanity today refuse to be tamed by either the arrogant optimism of modernity or postmodernity's relativistic multiplication of perspectives.
See, sometimes they just say a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
Let me listen to that one again.
Metamodernism's antithesis opposed itself. Out of this conflict, a new synthesis has begun to emerge in metamodernism. The challenges facing humanity today refuse to be tamed by either the arrogant optimism of modernity or postmodernity's relativistic multiplication of perspectives.
Okay, so they're saying modernity was too optimistic and postmodernity had too many perspectives going on.
By the same token, these complex problems cannot be solved without the audacity of modernity and the nuance of
kills you to let Brogan have his own thing, doesn't it? We were vibing. We were also watching the vid. Apologize to your roommate that Loki looks like he's fighting the urges to strangle you.
What kind of super chat was that?
Doesn't mean super chat. How much was it?
$3.
$3 to kill Greg.
That's not enough. Try 100 next time.
Postmodernism. And so, what is required is an integration of these virtues while moving past the gridlock. What is required
$100.
to transcend
Do it again.
and include. As Hansi Freinack notes in his book on political metamodernism, The Listening Society, metamodernism is qualitatively very, very different from postmodernism. It accepts progress, hierarchy, sincerity, spirituality, development, grand narratives, party politics, both and thinking, and much else. It puts forward dreams and makes suggestions, and it is still being born. From the perspective of metamodernism, the postmodernists had thrown a lot of baby out with the bathwater of modernity.
You hear this a lot.
A lot of baby out with the bathwater.
They throw the baby out with the bathwater. The postmodernists.
What they do.
And then the metamodernists are like, you can't throw away everything. You can't deconstruct everything. You need to keep a little bit of the good stuff.
You can't throw the whole baby out. We probably use its liver.
Yeah.
I agree. The baby was lame.
The thing is, it's weird though because it's like there's metamodernism, there's postmodernism, there's modernism, there's like pre-modernism. But like some people identify with different movements. Like some people identify as like the modernists. Some people identify like Jordan Peterson is anti-postmodern, right? Plastic Pills is postmodern, but he's not metamodern. He's like anti-metamodern. And then some guy like this is like metamodern, but he's not postmodern. So like there's these, again, like there's all these competing frameworks within a broader structure of like, you know, all these things exist at once. Are we in a metamodern movement or are we in like a meta-metamodern movement? I don't know, it's hard to say. We will only be able to find out in like retrospect.
There's no doubt that these traits can have dark sides and turn toxic, but that does not mean that they should be discarded.
Dark sides.
Facing the problems of the 21st century, we need the bigger picture.
Are you related to
modernity
people
offered.
with this accent? Was there some lineage there?
This is Irish. I'm only Scottish, but the
Right.
the Nova Scotian accent and the Newfoundland accent is predominantly Irish. So my accent sounds Irish. Scotia.
Wait, what percentage Scottish are you?
98% Scottish.
Why do you have that in your Twitter bio, Brogan?
98% Scottish.
Well, who's that for?
The chicks, the ladies.
The ethno-nationalist chicks who want to know your exact gene type.
Yeah.
We need a
Only the
structure
Scottish
and
ones,
order
though.
of hierarchies.
Only the Scottish ones.
We need a vision of progress and a grand narrative about why it all matters. And more than that, we need to be able to talk about big issues without getting ensnared in mere cynicism and irony. If there's one thing that the different commentators on metamodernism have all noted, it is its peculiar tone of ironic sincerity. This dynamic is already familiar to us all from social media. There are people who post honest, depressing posts
I'm
on social media
post-hyper-metamodern.
like this person, and it doesn't inspire compassion and empathy. It just makes everyone else cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, ironic sincerity. That's a good frame. That's a good word for it.
Then there are the humble braggers like this guy. The transparent antics of the one-dimensional are eviscerated by the ironic cynicism of those with some basic social awareness. But this awareness also constrains the expression of genuine emotion. This isn't limited to social media, of course. It's just the latest and most visible.
Yes, the post cringe, posting cringe and being post cringe is very. It feels meta-modern in a way. Ironic sincerity. Or maybe like it's kind of like wholesome memes are a good example of post irony, because like an ironic meme, it sets you up for like a deconstructive point to like make you wonder why you're watching the meme in the first place. A post ironic meme subverts it again and it actually comes to like a sincere conclusion.
This isn't limited to social media, of course. It's just the latest and most visible appearance of cultural trend stretching back to the ironic detachment that first made David Letterman an icon in the 1980s.
I don't know, because I thought that I would never want to do the show with you.
Now why? Now let's explore this a little. Why? Because you thought I was
An ass.
Over against this, we have the work of people like the shame researcher Brene Brown, who talk about the importance of vulnerability for living a good life. And we have a culture that likes to make a lot of noise about mental health, but usually without a word said about why it is so hard to express emotion. So the real question becomes, how do we communicate something genuine in a culture where emotional...
Literary device balls is actually kind of an interesting concept.
Literary device balls?
Yeah, like you have like irony. You also have like post-irony, meta-irony. But then you also have like hyperbole and like simile. I don't know. I don't know if that would work, but it tickled my brain a little bit.
Expression tends to be so disingenuous. How can we be earnest?
Okay, here's a literary ball skit. So hyperbole. No, I'm not going to do this. Okay, well here's a literary ball. So irony is talking to post-irony. Irony is like, I can't stop speaking like this. Post-irony says. But no, the irony is like, I can keep speaking. I'm speaking like this on my own volition. And then post-irony says. It's actually possible to write a script like that. I don't really know what I would do, but you should do that. That's not a bad idea. I don't have the brain cells to make that funny right now.
It cringes, and this is where the meta-modern enters the scene. The meta-modern tone has been characterized as ironic sincerity. It uses irony as a delivery mechanism for deep sincerity. There's no better example of this than Bo Burnham's masterpiece of metamodernism Inside, which will be looked.
Metamodernism. The reason we started this whole video is just rebuilding meaning. And no one knows how we're gonna do it. It's probably gonna involve drugs and computers. But we're gonna do it.
I'm gonna rebuild meaning by murdering Bo Burnham.
I'm gonna rebuild meaning by going to the gym and making art.
Murdering Bo Burnham for me. And we'll all find it in our own way. Our own unique way.
Looking at in greater depth next week. The opening song of the special is called Content. This song epitomizes ironic sincerity. When Inside was released, it had been 5 years since the release of Burnham's previous special. And so there was something of an elephant in the room. How can you explain to the fans that love you why you've been away for 5 years? He could have opened with a heartfelt moment to apologise to the fans and explain that he'd been having some troubles with mental health. But he couldn't do that, because that would be cringe. He could have...
Okay, imagine Bo Burnham was here. Whoop! Pluck.
Given into the postmodern straitjacket that limits this type of expression. He could have justified it as not needing to explain himself to his audience. He could have played it cool, but that's also a terrible option. And so instead, Burnham integrated it into the opening song. The song is hilarious, it's catchy, and it says sorry in a joking, ironic way, but one that overflows with sincerity.
I'm sorry I was gone, but look, I made you some content. It's not that Bo Burnham is a bad artist. He's a very good artist, but
too good.
He's selling burgers too similar to my burgers right down the road, and in the marketplace, you know, that's competition for me. So I gotta pluck out his eyes with a corkscrew now. Ironically, fully ironically. Now you made to your favorite open
He doesn't just say, sorry, please forgive me, I hope you like it. Except that he does, but he wraps
this a
it in a
good
container of
position for the
sweet, sweet
subtitles?
irony
Chat,
that makes
you
this
liking
earnest
this?
message wholesome rather than cringy.
You liking this
That
subtitle
is the very
position?
essence of the meta-modern tone. It's acknowledging the cynicism of postmodernity, which sees in most forms of earnestness a sort of performativity. The ironic packaging acknowledges this, modestly mocking itself, but in doing so it reveals a genuine and deep earnestness. This ironic sincerity is an example of the oxymoronic theme that runs to the core of metamodernism. When the creators of the 2011 Meta-Modern Manifesto use phrases like pragmatic idealism, informed naivety, and magical realism, they are pointing to similar juxtapositions. Metamodernism is moving beyond the cynical straitjacket of postmodernism and striving once again for a greater form of meaning, a truer form of connection, and a deeper sense of truth. In aspiring for a grand sense of meaning and idealism, the metamoderns aren't fervent believers like the moderns. Instead, as noted by the Dutch art scholars who first ignited the metamodern movement with their 2010 paper, What is Metamodernism? Their intention is not to fulfill it, but to attempt to fulfill it in spite of its unfulfillableness. Or, as Hansi Freilich puts it in The Listening Society, the metamodernist has her own unapologetically held grand narrative, synthesizing her available understanding, but it is held lightly, as one recognizes that it is always partly fiction, a proto-synthesis. And so we might say that one of the traits of the metamodern is playfulness. It takes the awareness of our limits that postmodernity became so acutely aware of, but instead of being crippled by them, it instead opts for playfulness, for an acceptance of its inadequacy, its fallible nature. It's a delight in the attempt. It's the belief that there is something beautiful in the striving. This playful spirit of metamodernism, this ironic sincerity and pragmatic idealism, is essential for the problems we face today. We need metamodernism.
Ben Shitty.
Our world is
that guy.
drowning.
We've been trying to get that guy in the studio for like decades now.
Holy fuck, famous YouTuber Ben Shitty?
Ben Shitty, what
Here
are you
I am.
doing? You have so many millions of subscribers. What are you doing here?
I know. I like you guys.
No.
So I just choose to spend time with you.
That's
Despite
crazy.
all the fame.
We don't deserve that, Ben Shitty.
Despite all the fame?
Yeah, despite
You
the
know-
characters I could be spending time with, I choose you two.
You know, if I was in your position, Ben Shitty, I wouldn't give that right out. So willy-nilly.
You can't just like somebody and choose to spend time with them.
You choose us.
Yeah, I choose you two. What's wrong with that? You guys don't think you're worthy?
And let you dance, and yet you dance.
Yet I dance. I sure do. The Toronto dance.
We understand we become dust, and yet we dance.
And yet we dance.
I dance. I dust.
Do you know what famous person Brogan's painting today?
No.
Try to
they're
guess.
such beautiful, big, innocent eyes.
Yeah, beautiful. Big. It's actually a commission, but Brogan got paid for this one.
Really?
Yeah. It's the one I didn't do like a year ago.
Oh my god.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat. That guy.
Ben Poopy. Benjamin Poop. Shitty. Ben made a poop.
Yeah, Ben Poopy. That's me.
A
whole family of poop.
I really like Benjamin Poop.
Benjamin Poop.
That's pretty good.
Benji Stain.
Benji Stain. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. You got it.
Ben Diarrhea. Bernard.
I know. Not the millions of subscribers doesn't make up for still being made of poop.
Bernard Poop.
Bernard Poop. Bernard Cornelius.
Oh wait, Bernard, like Leonard, so like Bernard.
You have 1 million viewers?
I do have 1 million
1
viewers.
million viewers?
I'm getting 1 million views
Oh my
on this
God.
stream right now.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Okay, I don't want to watch this fucking metamodernism video anymore.
I was watching it at home and then I decided to stop by.
You were watching the stream from home.
I was. Well, that's what I just said in the chat. See you in 10.
You were supposed to come here earlier, Ben Shitty.
I was calling.
Said you were
I was
watching
calling,
our chat.
I was calling.
You were watching your real friend.
No, I just
on the computer
no. Well, you
screen
didn't
instead
answer
of
me.
having a real friend.
You didn't answer me, so I figured
I
you were
didn't answer
probably
you.
on the stream.
What do you mean I didn't answer you?
I said, hey, I'll be buying a little bit. I was just calling me mom.
That's fine.
I saw that.
What, I had to respond to that?
No, I wasn't watching the stream is what I'm saying. I watched it for 2 minutes and then left. I just was checking to see what was going on. I was like, wonder what's happening on the stream. I bet Greg's on there. You know what I mean?
Okay, we have to watch
You like my device?
We have to watch right-wing content now.
My device now.
Why do I have to do that?
It's time for the right wing. Bring the right wing in.
We have to watch right-wing content now. We watched.
Did we watch left-wing content?
Yeah, we watched 3 Plastic Pills videos. An explanation of metamodernism.
Yeah, but he's on the base left. It's just completely.
Okay, let's watch let's watch the new One Dime video. How about that? You want to stay base left?
That's just more base left content. Those like me on the base left.
The separation
It's
of
like the
powers.
left, but it's based.
The separation of powers is bad, and here's why. New one-time video. He's killing it. 28,000 views. 42,000 subs. Hassan Piker, associate, one dime, friend of the Stooge.
The last thing before we go tonight, protecting our democracy.
Democratic institution.
Base left. Jimmy Dore. So true.
Man, I
so
saw
true.
today he was posting like what looked like deepfake. I watched one of his videos today actually.
The last thing
Looks
before
like-
we go tonight,
It looks like
protecting
deepfake
our democracy.
videos.
institutions threatened like
That were also
defend our democratic institutions
conspiracies
against
about
all enemies,
the
foreign and
IDF
domestic.
committing
Democratic institutions.
9/11.
What is at stake
And that's
in
what he
all
was
of
like.
this?
That's
Is nothing
on Twitter.
less
He was watching
than
videos
our
from Twitter.
democracy.
And we will protect our
It's like, man,
democracy.
how far you fall, man.
The Supreme Court is considered a sacred
guy. Yeah, you really
component of the
did.
United States system of checks
you
and
should talk-
balances,
you should talk about
which
that.
is
You were
considered
a
to be
big,
one of the most democratic features
you're
of
like a
American
tech fan.
democracy. Though in recent
Tech
times, the
guy.
Supreme Court
You
has
like-
come under fire
No, but
for
I also
making
like-
decisions
like
that allow states
Chelsea
to outlaw
Manning and Jimmy
abortion
Dore.
and contraception.
Yeah, 'cause Jimmy
The
Dore,
U.S. Supreme
yeah,
Court
is
has
friends
also
with
recently
those.
rejected
That
President Joe
crowd.
Biden's extremely moderate climate
That-
change policies to
that
eliminate emissions.
conspiracy-
They also
that
struck down
conspiracy
a
stuff
very
is
modest
real.
plan to relieve student
Me,
debt. Why
yeah.
does the Supreme Court, a supposed bastion of
That's
U.S.
real-
democracy,
that's real
frequently go
stuff.
against the will of the majority of
Thank you,
Americans?
Anonymous.
Is it just because the Republicans under Donald Trump stacked the Supreme Court with ultra-conservative judges? Well, yes, but the problem runs much deeper. What if I told you that the U.S.
Gregory
Supreme
got his
Court
own
was
thing.
designed to be
I
a
stole that
check
from
against
Getty.
democracy from
Watch
the very
it.
start? And not only
Watch
that,
it.
the even bigger pill to swallow is that the United States system of checks and balances as a whole is structured to be undemocratic.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat.
You guys are.
You have no idea what fucking stream you're on right now. You have no idea. You
Now,
have
some of what
no
I'm
idea
showing
what
in this
stream
video
you're
is
on.
already fairly well known by many critical historians.
power.
But some of what you're going to hear in this video is fairly unknown to most people,
Come into this
especially
frame.
Americans.
Yeah.
Now, for starters, it's
Yeah.
interests and openly anti-democratic
We have an
sentiments
incredible
the
amount
American
of power in
system's
this room right
founding
now.
architects, which should at the very
What are
least
we-
make
what
you a
are we
little bit
watching?
skeptical of the system.
We don't
we've
even-
designed.
New
The
one-man
framers of the US
video.
Constitution
I'm
made
drawing.
no secret
JJ
of the fact that
McCullough
the
on the
American political
podcast
system
next
was designed
week.
to divide and conquer the
Right
working
after
majority.
Umami.
James Madison,
Oh,
key
bro,
architect
come
of
on.
the U.S. Constitution,
The
literally
network
called
is
this divide
unstoppable
and
at this
impera.
point.
In the Federalist Papers, Madison was quite explicit that the U.S. electoral system was deliberately
Oh, we're
structured
watching
to
the
preserve
we're
spirit
watching
and
One Dime.
form of
JJ
popular
McCullough's a big
government,
fan of One
and to take
Dime.
away its substance,
And he's a big fan of
just an
specifically
interested minority could
the
not,
separation
quote,
of powers is
discover
bad,
their
and
own
here's
strength
why.
and act in unison with each
Where
other.
One Dime advocates for the centralization of power for leftist ends. Both things JJ McCullough is a big fan of.
Absolutely.
and invade the rights and freedoms of the property
JJ,
classes.
sit on man the helm for a bit.
Alright. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. So what are you drawing, Brogan?
I'm drawing a commission I was supposed to do a year ago.
Oh, well, that's nice. You've gotten around to it.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me just knock it off.
Method of dividing and conquering the population has been well
so
documented by
who-
historians.
Everything's on here.
But it is rarely
Everything's
emphasized
on
just
there?
how
Yeah,
much
it's-
the
this is the
decentralization
webcam
of political
screen
power
cap
can
we have.
actually
This is
serve
the
an
control.
undemocratic function
Uh-huh.
itself.
Yeah.
When it comes to the undemocratic nature of the United States and other countries, most people solely focus on the
The
concentration
undemocratic
of uncontrolled
nature
power in
of
the
the
hands
United
central
States and
government,
other countries,
especially within the national security
says.
agencies. Okay, unless you're already in the know,
See,
prepare to have
like-
your brain explode. The separation of
You just-
powers, widely seen as one of the
JJ Perry, you're getting your money. You're getting your money's worth and then some. That's what happens when you get an Archad commission. You get at least 1 million subscribers worth of clout orbiting around the creation of your drawing.
I was just filming my own video, which was pretty exhausting.
Yeah, you don't like filming.
I don't like filming. It's my least favorite part of the process.
Same.
Because I just have to like talk for 2 hours straight, and my throat was getting sore. And with all the windows closed in your apartment, I was feeling pretty scratchy and
Stuffy.
Getting a
stuffy
dry throat.
and getting a dry throat and stuffy nose and stuff.
Yeah, maybe we should get a humidifier or something.
Yeah, your place is a little dry.
I didn't even notice. I'm not very aware of my body.
Yeah.
So like I'll just wake up and I'll like my throat is like dry and I drink a bunch of water.
Yeah.
And then like I can't actually didn't really actually sleep
Kinda like
properly.
being in the jungle.
And then I'm like tired all the time. That's just the way it goes.
Look at this question in the chat. It's JJ. How do you feel about philosophy balls? I'm
Okay,
against them.
please, JJ,
As
just don't
I-
read the chat. Just don't engage with the chat. JJ's like an autistic child. If you give him like any stimulus, he just like goes off. That's just to like
But it's-
isolate him from the stimulus.
It's not nice to the audience to be completely indifferent to what they're saying.
I
or doing.
can engage with the audience. You just stay away from that.
What is this, bro?
Okay, JJ, they came out with new balls. I want you to review
They
these.
use sometimes.
For heroin?
Yeah. No, I put my mic here and then I use a rubber band and it hangs like this.
Check it out. New philosophy ball wiki, featuring such philosophy balls as.
Okay, wait. So is the wiki?
Metamodernism.
The wiki is new.
Yeah, the wiki's new. Oh, well, first we should talk about deluso-guitarianism, obviously, but possibly also nominalism, metaphysical cognitivism, and metaphysical nihilism. But let's just go right to metamodernism, okay? So, here's what we got for metamodernism.
Where's the blob? Where's the blob?
Right there.
That's not a blob. That's a little icon. Where's the full-size drawing of the character?
Go to lists. Go out. Lists, maybe. List of icons. List of people.
How can you make a blob of a person? This is stupid. They can't just have a blob of a person.
Look at the Aristotle. That's exactly what he looked like. What are you talking
This
about?
doesn't make any sense at all. And there's like.
There you go. That's Aristotle.
Oh, that's just a.
Hi,
like,
I'm your friend.
This is all so stupid.
I'm your friend, Ben Chitty. We're friends now. You and me.
Is there a Spinoza ball?
I don't know. This is also dumb. Like an Adam Smith blob, just friggin' draw Adam Smith. It's just no. It's just so dumb.
It's not Adam Smith, though. It's not about Adam Smith. It's about Adam Smith's ideas, which are metaphysical and broad and require symbiology.
But like it has
flags.
But it has little pictures of them over here. Like there is clearly like an Adam Smith blob thing. Some Adam Smith blob. Where's? Don't care for this at all.
Isn't it a ball?
Well, come on. This is still in its infancy, JJ.
These blobs have ruined a generation.
What if we call
and
it
they
goblin?
keep expanding them. More blobs.
What if we call
Eventually,
them
they're just gonna blob everything.
Okay, what if we call them? What if we call them goblins, JJ? What then? Would you like them if we called them goblins? What? This is the Adam Smith goblin.
If they were goblins,
the Gilles Deleuze goblin.
If they were goblins, there would at least be some imagination involved. Instead, we're just drawing circles that are colored in. This is like a grade 2 level.
That's what makes it accessible. JJ's an elitist, and he hates when the public has access to proliferating ideas. That's why he doesn't like memes and the Wojaks.
Yeah, I don't like these things. I wish that people cared about quality.
There are hieroglyphics.
There's no respect for the young people don't respect quality. They don't want quality. They just want things that are easy and things that everybody else is doing. This is you know what this is, Greg? This is faddish mediocrity. And that's what defines far too much of internet culture these days.
Yeah, what's not faddish mediocrity, old man?
Good things.
Yeah, like what, old man? You're gonna say something from the 90s?
Stop flossing!
Flossing, old man. I'm a zoomer and
Stop
I'm flossing.
flossing!
Stop getting triggered by my flossing.
They're all flossing.
Okay, come on, get into frame and floss at least.
They can't even see the flossing.
I know.
You're flossing. Why is the thing so tiny?
It's because it's a stream meant for just Brogan to paint and like play around with the
Yeah, I know, but
computer.
wouldn't people
Not
rather-
for, like, 4 people to crowd in?
Wouldn't people rather see the full?
Can you make it widescreen, man? What kind of webcam?
No,
is this?
make the thing wider so people
Yeah,
can see
it's-
everything.
Oh no, it's cropped.
Well, how do you uncrop it?
Yeah,
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Dude, you're just casually annihilating
Uncrop it so people can see all of us.
Make it widescreen.
Because we've got all these people in the room, and yet.
I can snap my fingers if you know.
Okay, get to it.
This painting is coming off pretty well, I'd say.
Border. Yeah, I quite like it so far.
Yeah. You didn't want to. You were saying you didn't want to draw before you started the stream. Aren't you glad you drew?
Yeah, gave him big eyes. Purposely gave him big eyes.
Yeah.
Try to play with.
That's why it's important to do art, even sometimes when you don't feel like it. If you've made a promise with yourself to make art in the past.
Okay.
You should just
No,
do it.
I got it.
You got it?
The border's gonna be the problem.
Alright, just take the border away. Just make it invisible.
Okay. Oh,
Just
yeah.
press the eye.
Yeah, the eye. No, I got it. Wait a second. Why did it do it like that? Sorry. Whoops. Oh, come on.
There we go. Make big.
Big?
Big.
Okay,
Just make it the whole screen.
Yeah, make it the whole screen.
We can make it smaller later.
Yeah.
Why can't we do it like that?
I guess you can.
You have to keep the philosophy balls up.
See, now everybody can see everything that's going on in the room. And to see, like, Brogan's flossing. Brogan's flossing with a big grin on his face. And now the others are doing some sort of dance.
Can't see. Still.
Can't see. Stand over by the picture.
I feel like it's tilted too far to the left.
It is tilted too far to the left.
Tilted more to the right.
Yeah.
More to this direction.
It doesn't have a tilt, does it?
It doesn't tilt, but you can tilt the whole screen.
Fix the setup.
That's the wrong way, I believe.
There we go. That's better.
Here we go.
Now you can see all these clowns. All these clowns.
There we go.
Somebody says,
I love being zoomed.
This is my.
It's awesome.
This is my impression of flossing. Actually, I don't even know what really flossing is.
does anyone know how to actually floss correctly?
It doesn't matter how to floss correctly. What matters is your spirit.
Okay.
Brogan's
Brogan's
floss.
Brogan, what other
What
other dances from the children's game can you do?
What other dances from the what?
From the Fortnite can you do?
This is the only one.
Just flossing?
Yeah, then there's like the.
I can't do
that one.
What's that one called?
I don't know. I didn't play Fortnite. I felt like I was too old for it when it came out.
Benjamin, can you do the other
No.
dances?
I was still too old. Also.
Brogan's look.
It was like 2018. I used to.
Greg's flexing on cam.
I'm flexing and while we're flossing. We're flexing.
I was in grade 12. It was big, and I wasn't playing it. But I used to tutor a kid who played it.
Brogan, Greg is mogging you.
No, this is my Brogan impression.
Yeah, Brogan. Oh my God! Look at him.
Terrifying.
Where'd my eraser go? Where's my eraser?
What exactly is happening here? Says the chat. Good question, chat.
What is happening here?
Fine question.
No, our numbers are skyrocketing.
Let's see if we're gaining or losing people.
Oh, we're getting.
Oh, yeah, we're going out.
We're at an all-time high, Chad. If any JJ McCullough fans are in the audience, go tell all of your friends that only here can you see JJ McCullough on a Tuesday night at this exact moment in time.
Power.
Look at all the cans.
Power.
I would like the group to be aware of just how many cans of blackberry bubbly Brogan apparently drinks
Brogan didn't
on the
consume
regs.
any nicotine today because he was worried about his hair loss.
Look, this is how many.
He loves water.
He's drinking water instead.
This is a partial selection of the number of cans of blackberry bubbly that Brogan has on his.
It's only good for you. The more bubbly you drink,
He needed
the
something to
healthier you are.
substitute the nicotine.
Yeah, so I got Dentine, Fire, and Bubbly. It's working
good.
quite well.
This is not even a.
That's what Brogan always does.
The flavor. And look at Brogan's giant pile of toonies. Wow, what was that noise?
Wait, I'm gonna be quiet.
JJ, can you explain Twink Death to Gregory? The first thing he needs to be humbled by his YouTube dad before this goes off the rails.
Now, you don't have to, just because someone paid $3.33, you really don't owe them anything.
Yeah, I mean they're just throwing the money in the pool.
Yeah, that's into the ether.
Someone asked if I was okay because I'm sniffy, and that I'm sniffy because I was just filming a 2-hour video in Greg's apartment, which had some.
Thank you, Benji.
You're welcome.
Benjamin, can I have a drink?
A drink?
Yeah.
Do you want a bubbly?
No. Yeah, can I have a bubbly?
Oh yeah, they're just right by your foot.
Oh.
Nope. Under the desk.
I just got here too, so I didn't know where the drinks were, but.
Where the drinks were at?
What Brogan does.
Stop trying to make me vape, Greg.
He's like totally innocent.
Just offering.
Back to my drawing.
The drawing is almost done. So who is this a drawing of?
This is a commission someone paid me to do a year ago.
And
A year ago?
Yeah, like a year ago, and I kept putting it off. And
JJ Perry waited a year for this?
He waited a year for this, and I was getting it.
I hope it was worth the wait, JJ Perry.
Yeah, it's just someone who paid. But it's going well. I'm like, I'm happy.
That's quite nice. Can I see the photo?
The 11th Doctor, you're on ketamine?
Made his eyes a bit bigger because I was following like a Japanese artist today who does
drawings
with this kind of charcoal. Check this out. Fine charcoal. This is just a stick.
It's not going to kill you, but you're going to get bladder
damage.
damage.
Just a stick turned purely into charcoal.
You're going to get bladder
damage. It goes
damage.
on really dark.
I don't know if you want to get bladder damage. Do you want to get bladder damage? Are you serious? You want to get
do a
bladder
drawing,
damage?
wipe it away, do a drawing, wipe it away, build up layers,
You're
and
getting
then you
bladder
can carve
damage
away
right
with
now.
the eraser. Like I can just do that.
Don't answer.
Make big marks.
Yeah, you made his eyes bigger.
Wow.
You made him look more more macho, I dare say.
You always do this, and it's good. You should just draw everyone more Chadly than they are.
Yeah, bigger. I made his eyes big. I'm like, now I have to make him Chad. I can't make him look like a doe. I have to make him
I think that's
Chad
like a really good theme in your recent work is just like drawing people as Chads.
If I drew him, I'd draw like a little small.
You want to do a quick? You want to do your version of this guy for the audience here?
Let me try.
JJ's a very talented cartoonist.
It's like you can actually. I don't know where my pad is. My drawing pad.
Do you save your streams or do you delete them as soon as they're done?
I save them.
Yeah.
No, I save them. Yeah.
But they're lost to time, right? They're private, right?
The masses.
They're unlisted in a playlist.
Oh, okay.
Unlisted. But they're not privated though, so the dedicated can rediscover them.
Yeah, people were asking for that, and I said, yeah, as long as you clip it and make it go viral on TikTok with my face.
Look what Brogy's reading. Before the Deluge.
Before the Deluge. It's one of my favorite books of all time.
Actually, I'm reading Understanding Suicide right now.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I was sending Brogan some.
This is one of my
some
favorite
quotes about suicide. Because he's making a video about stigmatizing suicide.
Yes, I'm aware.
And I'm explaining to the audience as we've got a fifth party here. So I sent him some pictures. I sent him some pictures of a book where they talk about how Louis XIV.
Yes.
If you kill yourself, they like drag your body throughout the streets, and then the state takes all your possessions.
Yes.
You killed yourself.
Yes.
And you don't get a proper burial. They bury you. Whoa, JJ, come on! What is this? You're blocking. You act like you've never seen your. No, JJ, come on.
Hold on, we can make it a little bit smaller.
Oh, JJ, no, you're ruining everything, JJ. Brogan hates this. I can see it in his eyes.
Chat small.
Oh no, JJ.
Yeah, this is good.
Fill the whole thing.
Yeah, people want to see us.
Fill the whole thing.
JJ.
It's gotta do one thing though. Let me see. I gotta put the lo-fi back on.
JJ, now people can't see what we're watching on the screen.
We weren't watching anything on the screen.
Yeah, but if we want to watch something in the future,
Well, if we want to watch it, we can. But for now, we've got all these people in the room. Benjamin, why aren't you in the frame?
I know.
I'll
I
go on
was
the bed and vape.
just chilling. Yeah.
I'm gonna lie in the bed and vape.
Someone has to manage that.
Look at Benjamin.
Howdy.
Everybody loves him.
That's how I spent my youth, my teenage years, lying in the bed and vaping.
Benjamin always wears nice clothes.
So you weren't always hyper-productive, bro. How'd that happen?
How did I become hyper-productive?
I just washed all my sweaters.
I got really scared.
Because it's sweater season.
Who's on neuroticism?
Yeah, I got scared.
You're naturally so conscientious.
Yeah, I do.
I'm scared all the time. That doesn't make me super conscientious.
Browns and greens. I like yellows. Yellow's nice too, like the sun.
Do you know what my favorite thing to wear is?
What?
Anime shirt.
Wrinkle here.
Anime shirt?
From the furrowing of his brow.
You're wearing an anime shirt too.
I am. Secret hidden anime shirt.
Did you see that, Greg? How Benjamin is wearing an anime shirt, just like me.
Go ahead. Explain Naruto to your audience.
You have Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I got my Evangelion shirt on.
See, look, chat. I'm wearing my Naruto shirt, and here.
Why is he eating ramen?
I do. I got my girls on.
Explain.
Okay, so this is Naruto. See, Naruto is everybody's favorite, and Naruto is eating some ramen, which is his favorite food, because well, he's Japanese.
What village is Naruto a part of, motherfucker? Tell the chat right now.
Tokyo.
No, you fucking idiot! It's the Hidden Leaf Village. It's the Hidden Leaf Village.
And what is your shirt from, Benjamin?
Mine's from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Is that? Are they friends of Naruto?
They're not in the same
I think
universe.
they're polar opposites.
Chat, do you think Naruto and Neon Genesis Evangelion would be friends?
No,
give your answer in the chat.
I don't think so. They're not. No.
No, Neon Genesis is a mopey anime.
They'd all be crying.
Naruto would be like,
Naruto's like,
I have to fight harder. And then,
yeah.
Naruto
Evangelion's like, my father.
Yeah, that's true. Naruto has like high testosterone.
Yeah,
and like Shinji has like no testosterone.
Yeah, it's not worth it anymore. And then Masato would be like, I'm gonna go get fucked and get drunk and then like go work for 14 hours.
Yeah, it's true. But shout out to moderator Susie CC in the chat.
Why is she
We
working?
bought these shirts together.
Oh, cool.
In Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Wait, let me see your anime shirt. Oh yeah. Who's that girl on the right? Ray.
It's a monkey noise and someone subscribes.
That's
Pops up.
What does
that
that
drawn
happen?
sexy like.
when someone subscribes to my channel.
Oh, that's nice.
Monkey noise. She was like,
Ray is our
Red line
chat's
from
ideal woman,
popular
by the
film
way, chat.
Train Spotting.
Yeah. Rogan loves Ray.
This is a very schizo stream. There's like 2 conversations always going on at the same
It's
time.
fine. It's like they're hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Isn't that what
It's
people
like
want?
you're looking at friends, chat. Wow.
we're friends.
Nice,
Zuka
nice.
and Naruto are definitely real life friends.
Somebody says that
Let
this.
JJ cook.
Somebody says that this chat is a who's who of Canadian weirdos.
Asuka and Naruto are friends. You think so? You think so, chat?
Who do they think are friends?
They think Asuka? This one?
Asuka.
That makes sense.
They think Asuka and Naruto are friends.
Naruto
It does make sense.
That makes
Naruto
sense.
cucking Shinji?
Asuka's the only one who isn't like suicidal or addicted to
Do you think anyone has ever drawn a picture of Asuka
Asuka's like-
and Naruto
Asuka's-
together?
Look it up, JJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put
ASUKA.
Asuka and Naruto Rule 34.
No, don't put that on your stream.
Naruto.
You don't want to put that on your stream.
I'm not doing Rule 34.
This is Go.Go.
Why don't you use Google?
He's the moderate safe search on. It's good. He'll be fine.
JJ, he doesn't use Google because Google's stealing your data and selling it to China.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
Is this how you spell it?
Nothing to hide, nothing to fear.
Is this how you spell
You're
it?
not doing anything wrong.
Asuka, yeah.
And I'm the best little boy in the world.
Let me see. So Go.Go sucks.
Uh-huh.
You gotta go
Google.
:G. Now you're in Google search. Asuka.
Go ahead, Venture. You can eat away.
Dig in.
Chomp away.
Asuka and Naruto.
All right, let's see. Let's see here.
No, none of those are Asuka.
So it appears.
No Asuka.
That's Asuka.
Chat. It appears that Asuka from the Neon Genesis program has never been seen in the same place as Naruto at the same time.
That's shocking. They're both very popular.
Yeah.
Animes.
Look up Naruto X Asuka.
I could find it.
Hold on, I'm looking up the fan art of these two characters.
I'll find it.
It doesn't seem like it's ever been done.
Yes.
Wrong.
It's never been done.
Wrong. You just don't know your way around a search engine, old man.
You have to go
Asuka's
search on
14.
DeviantArt. Go on DeviantArt.
Well, how old is Naruto?
I don't know. Asuka's,
Actually, Naruto is underage. I'm pretty sure.
Is he? He looks like a little kid in this picture.
yeah, I mean Asuka's 14 and she sleeps with a 30-year-old in the anime.
It's true.
Wait, is this Asuka?
No.
Looks like her.
It could be. That was like a color pencil drawing though. It could be anybody.
Here's Naruto and Asuka together. They're not kissing or anything.
Well, they don't have to be kissing. I just want to see.
They don't have to be.
Well, here's this one. Oh wait.
There's this one.
What is happening in that picture?
This is Naruto dressed like the
This is
pilots
Evangelion.
from Avengers.
But Naruto only has one outfit.
This is Evangelion X Naruto.
Naruto only wears the orange thing. Why would he? Why would he wear different clothes?
What's the best search engine, JJ? You answer that one.
Best search engine is obviously Google because the market has decided that.
And the market is always right.
Well, when it comes to best things, yes. What's happening in this picture?
What about when big corporations like stop competitors from getting their products to market?
Greg, describe what's happening in this picture.
I refuse to engage with that. Let's look at anime. Okay, so this is Sakura.
Okay, hold on.
That's Naruto.
Because there was that really safe car in the 40s that GM stopped.
Okay, let's put this picture over here. Greg,
Yeah,
explain
yeah.
what's happening.
JJ's not here to engage with the contradictions of capitalism.
I'm here to get this anime picture described to me. So Greg is a big anime fan, as we know, friends. So Greg, describe to me what's happening in this anime fan art.
This is Naruto and Sakura.
Are they friends? Why is Naruto?
Naruto's trying to kiss her. Sakura's angry because she doesn't like Naruto. She likes Sasuke.
And what's going on in this character over
This
here?
seems to be a self-insert of someone like loving the couple or something.
No, I think he's feeling heartbroken or something.
No, but like this isn't Sakura or is it? I don't know.
And who's this character?
This is like that's the girl who's drawing it.
Oh.
It's obviously a 14-year-old drawing Naruto kissing Sakura.
Oh.
14-year-old girl or something.
Well, now that we're in DeviantArt,
Totally wasn't great.
I'm sure they have. See, because it's the Art Chad live stream, it's only appropriate that we be looking at some of this
Some great
art
art.
on DeviantArt, no less.
Why are you scared? XXX Guns T-Bomb 3Z.
XXX.
Illegitimate scholar, bro. What
It's
the
guts
what
and bones.
WTF am I doing with my life? Can you explain?
XXX.
What are you doing with your life?
Guts and bones.
Illegitimate scholar.
Look at all the anime Naruto drawings.
What are you doing with your life?
This is the end of the.
Oh, that's the guy who asked me to be on this podcast.
This is a nice picture.
Which I haven't responded to yet.
You're going on this podcast, right?
Yeah, I'm saying yes to illegitimate scholar. I'm going on your podcast.
They all want
You're
to watch
here
Broken
first.
JJ, Illegitimate Scholar has an anti-wokeness podcast. What do you think about that?
I don't know who that is.
He's a well-known podcaster.
Okay.
In the
Illegitimate
podcast
Scholar?
sphere.
He has a
And Brogan's gonna go on it.
Uh-huh.
And they're gonna talk about the evils of wokeness.
Is that so? So
Yeah.
he's some sort of right-wing crank? Is that the thing?
He's a right-wing intellectual, JJ. Something you might not understand.
Uh-huh. Is he a famous man?
He's a real... No, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Not really.
So why are you going on his podcast?
I don't know. It's like saying yes to things.
Yeah, but not if they're cranks.
I don't think he's a crank.
Not if he's a crank.
I don't think he's. I don't.
Well, let's.
I got no crankness from him.
What is his podcast called? Let's look at
Illegitimate Scholar.
Let's look at some of his recent episodes.
Illegitimate Scholar, a niche internet micro-celebrity.
Well, he's getting a lot of.
He's more on Spotify.
This is just gonna trigger you.
He's getting a lot of free press right now. So like, here's his podcast on Spotify. Let's see what some of the award-winning recent episodes. Fat acceptance is unacceptable. Identity creates conflict.
That's fair.
I talk about Israel/Palestine with a Jew. So that's the expert. I wrangled up some Jew to talk about this with me. He'll have some insights. Israel-Palestine raw thoughts. Housekeeping. Jerome Powell fighting globalism with Phil Gibson. Who's Phil Gibson? The podcast does not explain. It just presumes that we are familiar with.
This is like the worst faith analysis of what you're saying.
History of government and cultural civilization.
Centralization.
Hunter indictment. We talk about the Hunter Biden indictment and its implications. Ireland and Northern Ireland.
I've lost interest in this, but JJ will continue to get triggered for at least the next 5 minutes.
Architecture, globalism, blah blah blah. Yada yada.
Blah blah blah.
And so on in that direction and so on.
I'll do anything. I'll go on it.
Sounds like just the podcast.
Go on. Rogan's gonna be on the Red Pill podcast and the Bread Tube podcast at the same time. Yeah. And they're both gonna hate him. But everyone, the people will love him.
People.
The real people. People of the world.
People of the world. Benjamin, explain what's happening in this anime drawing.
This is Naruto and...
Which one is
Hinata.
Naruto?
Everyone on the far left.
This is Naruto?
I have no idea. But they're eating ramen.
They are eating ramen.
So that's nice.
Do you enjoy ramen, Benjamin?
I sure do. I love it. There's lots of great ramen in the city of Toronto.
Is that so?
There is.
I like ramen too.
I'm partial to the ramen on Queen West.
I would like to get some ramen. Your illegitimate scholar friend is trying to get attention, Brogan.
Yeah.
How much does one shirt Prime Minister
He knows nothing of my work. Oh, if only you knew, illegitimate scholar. If only you knew.
This has been a good press day for a legitimate scholar.
I know, he's getting a lot of attention. Because he's orbiting beloved art chat. Orbiting is a term that the children use to describe
Orbiting. He just is in the chat.
That's
I mean, the tirade we've just gone off on is entirely our agency.
It does warrant a response from a legitimate scholar.
Yeah, he deserves a clapback or two at this point.
A CB?
Yeah, a CB. A respectful CB here and there.
Yeah. Can you play a song on the guitar, Greg?
Sure. That's all I know.
No.
Fighting internet celebrities on our chat's podcast.
lives. That's what the internet's all about for me. As long as we can waste more people's time as they watch themselves slowly die in the reflection of their screen while we watch Rogan paint a white guy looking more Chadly than he seems. Doesn't like the ideology balls. He thinks they should just draw better, but he wouldn't like it if it was better, cause he fundamentally disagrees with the premise, and he's 40.
Delightful.
Oh, baby. And he's 40.
And I sure am. Alright, let me see.
Love him or hate him, though, you gotta admit he looks pretty good for a 40-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying.
What's a legitimate scholar saying?
I don't know. He was... What is he saying? He said, excellent, he likes your song. And this guy says, oh, JJ. I thought he was talking to you. Says, do you know... Oh, J-Reg Riz? J-Reg Riz?
Driz?
No one's... no one rips a vape harder than J Regular, says the friend. People are liking you, vaping, Greg.
Yeah, my lungs don't like it.
Yeah, you're gonna get the popcorn one.
No, it's only from that one chemical.
Yeah, I've taken your word for that shit.
No, they removed it in like 2015.
Yeah,
when
I
these
know.
articles came out.
It's true. Okay.
It was like she created butter flavor. Does it taste like butter to you?
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
Great song, that was awesome.
JJ.
Not the pop lung. Oh, yeah. Popcorn lung. I've heard that popcorn lung, which is a symptom of too much vaping, actually sounds worse than it is. And that the term does not refer to your lungs getting all blistered like popcorn. It was just a condition that affected people who worked at a popcorn factory.
Yeah, because they were using this chemical. They
Yeah.
created like a butter flavor in the vape juice.
Yeah.
But when all those articles came out in like 2015,
Yeah.
they removed it from all the
Bubbly?
vape juice. So now it doesn't give you popcorn.
Oh. What
So
is
it's
your
over.
What is your favorite vape flavor, Benjamin?
Archad
There's this one-
Stream, sponsored by Bubbly.
There's this one called it's actually called. Is it actually called Pog? That's hilarious. Yeah, it's like pineapple orange. What's the last one? I don't know. It's a very
Grapefruit.
tropical
Grapefruit?
flavor. It can't be grapefruit.
Pineapple orange grape. Pineapple
Could
orange
be.
guava.
Guava, maybe. I don't know. It's this very delicious tropical flavor. you
that
know?
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
We like Bubbly because we are all Canadians, and of course it is endorsed by Canada's brightest star,
Yes,
Michael
that's
Bublé.
exactly why I love it.
Absolutely.
Michael Bublé, Michael
Michael
Plastic.
Bublé.
That's why I bought it.
Michael Bublé is from British Columbia, like myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's not where I'm from.
Absolutely not.
What?
You guys are from the
Why
far
can't-
east.
Why can't you be from where I'm from?
We have nobody.
You have
Nobody.
We have Stompin' Tom Connor.
Oh, good God.
From Amherst, Nova Scotia.
From Amherst. Yes.
Amherst.
That's where my family's from. That's
We
where
have
my mom.
Amherst, Nova
We
Scotia.
have Alex Colville from
That's where my parents grew up.
Sackville, New Brunswick.
Sackville, New Brunswick.
Alex
Shout out
Colville
Sackville,
is
New
dead.
Brunswick.
Are there any living celebrities, or are they all dead?
We have Elliot
Yeah,
Page.
the Trailer Park Boys.
Elliot.
Oh yeah, Elliot Page. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's from he's from Halifax. Oh! He's from Halifax. Oh!
Broken. Stop punching.
Elliot Page from Halifax.
From Halifax, Nova
Trailer
Scotia.
Park Boys.
Yeah, and the Trailer Park Boys are big. They film in our hometown.
There's a Minecraft YouTuber with like 8 million subs from Halifax.
From
that
Halifax?
recently signed. Because my goal was to be the biggest celebrity ever to come from Nova Scotia.
Uh-huh.
And I have to beat that. That's my goal.
You have to beat the Minecraft kid?
And there's the biggest aquarium YouTube channel is a guy from my hometown.
Biggest aquarium channel.
Yeah, he's got 1 million subscribers. And I found him organically, not knowing he was from my hometown. And he had a Nova Scotian accent. I looked him up.
Oh,
and
yeah?
And he's from Truro. So even to be the biggest YouTuber from Truro, I have to get 1 million subs.
You have to beat the Minecraft guy.
Not to beat the aquarium guy.
Oh, the aquarium guy.
Just to
sorry.
be the most famous guy from Truro.
Right, the guy who lives on
Pleasant Street.
I'm like, should I dox this guy? I'm like, he's big, I guess. I'm like, I feel like
I
feel like, oh no, he has his address listed, does he?
I found his address.
Doesn't, yeah, well, but he was like, lived by her friend. Like, so I thought maybe we figured that out.
Rogan,
'cause he
what
lived
is
by
that
Jake.
look?
What?
That thing you were just doing.
It's a lat spread.
A lat spread?
Yeah, so you like get your stand up straight and you fucking bring the lats out.
Uh-huh. Does it hurt?
No. Why would it hurt?
Spreading things seems painful.
And then you do, okay, here's how you do like a real lat spread.
Alright.
So I'm huge now.
Get out, chest out, get the lat, and then you take
Well,
your...
I still don't understand what lat is.
Here, feel it.
That muscle.
That.
The thing that connects your arm to your...
It's your back. Like when you pull, if I grab something and pull, the muscle that's working...
Is that muscle on your back?
My bicep and my lat. Do that, and then you take your fingers like this, and you bring them around your waist to cinch your waist in, and get the spread out. So that way it's like the highest possible back to waist ratio. It's that. That's it.
Pleasant.
How does it feel, Benjamin?
It's good. It's stretching. It's definitely
Yeah, that's
stretching.
good.
Let's look at a picture of a lat spread.
I had a friend that like didn't do any working out. All he just did was stretching as his exercise.
What about calisthenics? Did you do some like outdoor fun? Did you climb trees?
This is the lat spread.
That's my exercise.
That's the lat spread from the back.
I just climb trees.
There it is from the front. So
That's what you were doing?
Those are the lats right there.
Yeah, those. Look at those ones.
That's what the lats
God
are.
Damn. Those are nice.
Here's a better, maybe like normal example of a jack guy. Yeah, those muscles. Lats.
Who's your favorite muscle man, Brogan?
I like this guy because I like natural people. Jeff Nippard or Chris Heria.
We all know Jeff Nippard, YouTube's brightest star, another proud Canadian.
I like Chris Heria a lot.
Any
Chris
word from the Nipple Man,
Heria.
JJ?
He does.
Any word from the Nipple Man?
I messaged him. He didn't respond yet.
He only does calisthenics.
Who is this kid? Chris.
Chris Heria. He's a calisthenics guy. He he goes to the gym like once every 2
That's
weeks. Sorry.
Yeah. What is so calisthenics is like
push-ups, pull-ups.
Yeah, body weight.
Yeah, and then when you get really good, you start doing like handstand push-ups.
Yeah,
but he looks. I think he has a crazy good physique for.
Is that your goal?
Yeah, no steroids.
Yeah.
All body weight, like no. They're not even like deadlifting, like doing really dangerous shit that's like still not advantageous for health. Like he's all health, and he looks that good.
Is he a YouTuber?
Yeah.
And he does like fitness tutorials and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. He looks great.
Looking great.
That's probably the peak
he's
of
all,
what's.
He's all calisthenics?
He's all calisthenics. He goes to the
Nice.
gym like.
That's awesome.
Once every 2 weeks.
Goes to the
Um,
he goes to the forest and climbs the trees.
He's probably the peak of what like someone could achieve naturally.
AI generated.
What do you think?
Not
about-
believing it. Not for a second.
I mean, also there's like he has
Disinformation.
crazy genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So so your muscle inserts are all genetic. So if you look at him here, his abs are pretty much symmetrical, pretty close. But like, see, they're still like all fucked up.
Yeah.
You can have like really fucked up abs. Like bad ab genetics.
Bad ab genetics? It seems.
Yeah, like here's a good comparison. Like that versus that.
I mean,
Is one on steroids and one not though?
No, it's just like it's all genetic. You can just have really bad. Like this guy's are completely misplaced.
But I know that like The Rock, because they keep showing pictures of The Rock, and I know The Rock has bad abs because he got injured, right?
Yeah, it's just
Maybe he just has bad genes.
You have bad genes. There's like a bicep one too, where like if you feel like the muscle insert where the muscle starts on the ligament is genetic. So like mine's really close, but the bicep is like depending on your genetics. People have biceps that don't start till here, so it's like literally just ligament, and then you can't fix it. Like once
So it's just small, like little bicep, and then you just got a bit of emptiness on your arm.
yeah, it's like an apple. Like it's really like really high and round.
And is that considered good or bad?
That's bad.
Bad.
Because it's like it's not filled in. Like this is literally just.
Okay.
ligament
I
with
have.
muscle.
Okay. Here's my next bodybuilding question, right?
Okay.
So when these guys are in their bodybuilding contests,
Yeah.
right? They win prizes if they're good or whatever.
Yeah.
And so who is making that decision?
panel of judges. It's like figure skating.
Okay.
Like people like have like literal like numbers they hold up.
Yes, and is this like terribly corrupt like the figure skating is? Like who winds up as judges of these contests?
I don't think it's too corrupt. It's let me see. Like I'll show you the guy who won it last year.
We have a bodybuilder
Also
friend.
Canadian.
A bodybuilder friend.
Mark Fisher?
No. Mark Fisher.
I mean, Mark Plummer.
Mark Fisher was definitely a bodybuilder. Yeah, Mark Plummer, but also the guy.
Oh, Theodore, yeah.
This guy won it. He's the most recent winner of Mr. Olympia.
Oh yes.
Canadian, I believe.
What's okay?
He's like from like Edmonton or something.
Mark Fisher was Jack.
Okay, so what is his name?
Chris Bumstead. So this is all.
Okay, so
steroids.
look, all right. But if we look at it, if we look up Chris Bumstead contest, right, and then so who is the people that he beat in the contest? Because I want to see I want to describe something. So like, because he like there. Okay, how about this?
Go like Mr. Olympia 2022. Yeah. Maybe click on that one there.
No, but I want to see the because these are all pictures of him. But like, I'm curious. Like,
that's a different guy.
Okay, like look at this picture. So these are the various muscle men in the contest, right?
Yeah.
And it's like to me they all look basically the same, right?
Yeah.
So it's like who is making the subjective analysis? And it's like this guy gets the gold medal and this guy gets the bronze and this guy gets the silver. Like it just seems like
that's like saying you don't know anything about boats. So why does this boat win? What is that?
I don't know, but it's just like
you have no knowledge about it. That's
well,
why you can't tell the difference.
Here's
Some
another.
people have like an eye for it.
Yeah, here's another example. So it's a lot of it's.
Hey, I'm cheese genetics. Why is my cheese so fucked up?
So here's bad. So again, it's all inserts. Yeah. Terry Crews has bad chest genetics.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't grow muscle there. There's no insert.
Yeah, that's rough.
So here, these are all like shitty. Like you could never.
I have terrible.
Enter Mr. Olympia. You could never enter Mr. Olympia or like any bodybuilder. Like you just wouldn't make it very far.
Yeah, big hole.
Because you have terrible chest genetics.
Right.
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok who's pretty famous, and he is like the worst chest genetics I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And he's famous for how bad his chest genetics are.
Way more normal though.
And some people get this hole in their chest.
Yeah, like somebody.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what I look like.
Oh yeah. I had a friend that had that.
No, I have that bad.
You can fix this though with weights.
The you know who had that was Steven Crowder, and he got like a metal pole put in.
Yeah, that was male to male. That's male to male transition.
Oh yeah,
it's like literally
capital male.
M to M. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good example of that.
That's awesome.
Because it's like male dysphoria.
Right.
I mean,
you got a rod put in?
Yeah, it's like because like when your chest is like
get that
caved
rod
in,
in,
like
yeah.
you can put the chest, the metal rod in,
I
and
already
like
got
people
one.
have given him a hard time for it because they said they mischaracterized the nature of that, but
what they like? What did they say it was?
I forget. I just remember like hearing jokes being made about it and then looking it up, and it's like no, he actually had a.
Well, I got it crazy, like it's crazy, but it doesn't really affect me too much.
Your chest, you have the concave chest like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're Steven Crowder, you get back what you give out.
Sideways. Like an alien.
I poured water in there before.
Yeah, we used to eat snacks out of there.
Good God.
Childhood pastime, eating snacks out of Ben.
Out of Ben's hole.
Yeah, you could do like a shot off it and actually get drunk.
Yeah. It's a good ounce. It's good for sure.
Two maybe.
Even two.
You should show off your hole to the audience.
I don't think they need to see my hole.
We need to see Ben Shitty's hole. Interesting. Let's see Ben Shitty's hole.
It's not a hole. It's just like it's a concave.
A cave?
Concave.
Yeah, it's a cave.
Ben Shitty, we want to see your cave. Show the world your cave.
If there's enough, passion behind it, I guess, in the chat, it's no big deal.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to the bubbly stack.
I think this is all you're getting from that.
Show the
A lot of people lusting after old J-Reg. There's no. The Ben Cave. That's what That's what they have christened your concave chest.
Yeah, the Ben Cave.
Benjamin.
They're chanting cave.
Ben Cave.
Eat cereal from your bird chest.
Yeah, I can do
Bird
it.
chest.
Yeah, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Look at this.
It's pretty awesome. But I didn't know. I already got a rod in my back. I could get a rod in my chest.
What is the rod in your back for?
It's scoliosis.
Oh, your scoliosis, really?
Yeah,
That's
and
terrible.
guess what? It was so
More
bad.
common
I was
than
on the
you might
waiting list
think.
for 2 years.
The
Just a
waiting
little
list?
Canadian healthcare, little Canadian healthcare moment.
Jeez Louise.
And and then by the time I got the surgery, I had two right angles.
Why do I have scoliosis? I'm
You
only
have 2
21.
right angles by the time. Really?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
too
it was
young
like,
for scoliosis.
I have the picture.
Why did I get scoliosis?
I was actually 12 when I was filming this. I got when I was 15.
And then here's my impression of the medical professional.
It's genetic.
Oh, that's when I got it fixed though. That's what it is now.
Jesus. Yeah, show that off.
Why do you have scoliosis? The medical
That was,
professional
that was
goes.
what his spine was like. Wait.
No, that's it's fixed. That's it.
Oh, that's
post surgery.
fixed?
That's what the screws in it. Look.
Oh, let me see.
Oh,
That's what the rod looks like.
That's wacky.
That's the screw. That's all the screws.
Oh, good God, Benjamin.
That's what's in my back.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Does that mean
You can see my hole.
So are you one of these people that sets off the metal detector every time you go to the
No,
airport?
they said they would give me a card if I did, but it never goes off.
Really?
Because they had just improved on it, I think, where they use less titanium or something. And
Yeah.
It's more flexible now a little bit. It doesn't seem to make much sense because it's metal, but
Squinting.
But it
and
used to be you'd
vaping
be
at the same
really,
time.
really stiff, like you'd look really, really stiff,
Yeah.
I guess. And they had just kind of improved. It was 2015 when I got it done, so.
You can't see the pictures, chat, but Benjamin has all of these metal bolts in his spine. It's really pretty. But I mean, it looks scary, but at the same time.
But now look, I'm standing straight up. Because by the time I had surgery, I
Yeah.
was looking like that.
Yeah.
I was like getting
But it's made your life infinitely better, I'm sure. So.
That's awesome. Yeah,
You know,
I can't bend my back.
This is an important thing, right? A lot of times we find things repulsive in this life, but sometimes gross-looking things can be very
Well,
important.
especially medical, like
Yeah.
very invasive surgery usually is pretty grotesque. Like,
It is.
You
But
see
it-
the reality. And that's just an x-ray.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what the surgeon was going through.
I had a friend whose boyfriend just specialized in spinal surgery,
Yeah?
and he was really kind of dumb. But
Really?
that's
Just
sort
going
of
for it.
that's sort of like the thing about surgeons, right? Is that they don't have to be geniuses. They just have to be really good at doing the one thing.
Yeah,
right?
specialize.
And a lot of times, they're like we have
steady hands.
Yeah, steady hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of self-discipline. And,
Yeah, because I couldn't. I have like a tremor. There's no way I'm doing
neither
it.
could I.
The
But,
world is against you, Benjamin Shitty.
But look at these anime pictures I found. Look at Naruto, because I was curious if Naruto and Sonic had ever been friends, and it appears that there's a lot of
I
evidence.
searched it on DeviantArt.
Here's
Oh
a-
my God.
There's a great. Okay,
This
can
is
you look?
Naruto Sonic.
Can you look up spinning?
Spinning?
You're
Yes.
playing with fire.
Spinning.
You really are.
There's a great DeviantArt sub-genre.
Oh yes, that spinning is crazy.
Almost fetishistic. Is people
It has to be a
have
fetish.
like thousands. Go to this person's that one. Click on
That
that.
one, yes.
And go to their account.
Yeah, man, it's wild.
Go to their account.
It better be just.
Go back.
There is one account on there that it's just all spinning.
Go to this.
Yes.
Go up.
This?
Go scroll up a little bit. And click on
Just click.
Like people will have just like thousands of images of this. Like
Yeah.
it's cartoon characters animated to be spinning.
But they're all specific one. Like they use their colors.
Oh yeah, see if I look at the spinning tag.
Right.
Yes.
That's weird.
In
It has to be.
in cartoons, it's like when they spin, they look like that and they
Yeah.
spin. That's how they draw them, and it's like a fetish.
So when some people were watching cartoons as a kid, and
They,
it's
pause.
it's like the Tasmanian Devil, they're like, oh.
Yeah, they're like, wow.
And some of them are really horribly done by I don't know what this. No one talks about this.
Yeah, but it's so
Then
big.
this
We
needs
just
to-
discovered it one night.
Whoa. Something. This is awakening something in me. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's
Ooh.
When they spin that way, like forward.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Glory and seashell
Especially
spinning
when they got
poetry.
like multiple pairs of eyes.
What about this, where it's like?
Staring at you, it's
Oh,
intense.
that's too much. That's crazy.
This is like Phineas and Ferb.
This
right?
is like.
Like why?
Wow, if this is a fetishistic thing, not only is there nothing to look at, but it's also like children spinning too.
Oh no,
Phineas
yeah,
and
that's
Ferb.
bad.
Yeah, people love the spinning.
That is strange, man. I thought I'd seen everything, but somehow people are aroused by the cartoon characters spinning.
That's what we assume it is.
Yeah, I found
I
an
think you're
account.
right. Like I think that's what it is.
I found an account. I can't think of the name, but it has 2,000, and they're literally like copy paste with just different colors.
And they're just like this character.
But
this
it's like
character,
I'm
this
curious,
character.
what the comments on it. They're like, oh, humana humana. What a good spin this one is.
Yeah, look,
Yeah,
there's
are they
3
like-
comments on that one.
Are they like Pornhub comments? What?
Race it now, please.
Wait, load more,
Yeah.
load more. Down, load more. 3 weeks water?
What?
They
Tornado spin.
want to see
Post
this.
it now,
Oh,
please.
they want a spin of that character.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want to
like,
see
post
a
it now.
side character from the Cleveland show.
Whoa.
Yeah, like post it now,
Spin
please.
Whoa.
They're like desperate.
I need to see this. I don't have the skills to do this myself.
I wonder why sex is at an all-time low.
Please post it now.
See, like this is like just drawing a character and then adding the spin,
Yeah, it probably adds.
and it's a commission. So like somebody was
Someone
like,
paid for this.
Someone paid for this. It's like, and she didn't. Even, the spin in this one is a little half-assed.
Really
frankly.
lackluster.
JJ, do you know about the artist who only draws? Oh no, sorry, not an artist. It's a person who only commissions artists to draw a white woman with blonde hair. And she's either buying Wonder Bread from a grocery store or like cutting down trees and building factories.
Okay, I need more information on this. It sounds intriguing.
Fuck. Can you find the source of this so I can like pull it up without having to Google stuff on the stream, Ben? The guy who commissions artists to only draw white women with blonde hair and huge tits. Like buying Wonder Bread, like it'll be like they're at a grocery store and the shelves will just be lined with Wonder Bread and their whole cart will be full of.
This person says like you Google Wonder Bread.
That's Saplo.
Saplo?
That's Logan.
Where?
Logan, Saplo.
Where?
JJ.
Oh, Saplo. Oh, Logan. Yeah. Google Wonder Bread fetish art. Hello, Logan. Thank you for joining us. I didn't know that Logan was. Oh, did Logan meet Brogan when he was in town?
Logan met Brogan and Flogan. Remember?
Logan met Brogan and Flogan?
We had
Flogan? Wait, when Flogan was there?
Yeah, Flogan. That guy was cool.
Flogan was alright.
Did you met Saplo, right? Did you?
I don't think so.
I get it now. It's like
Did you
every
meet-
character.
did you
Saplo
meet-
is just an art chatter.
Did you meet Gokinaru when he was in Vancouver?
No.
Hey, hi, says Slaplo. Did you look up the Wonder Bread fetish?
Yeah, I
Did you
realize
see
what it
it?
is now. It's just different characters buying Wonder Bread.
Saplo, come to Toronto. Hang out in the YouTuber studios.
Yeah,
Hang out-
come join the party.
Meet Gokinaru. Well, meet him again.
Get
Hang out
into
with
this.
Gokinaru.
Get into our live stream.
Right now. Teleport.
Hmm.
But Saplo's how we know about Goo Farm, Marchad.
I can pull it. I can pull it up if you want on here.
Just tell me what I should search.
It's MURR. No,
Saplo's
go
also
on DeviantArt and search it.
Gokinaru's editor.
So, MURR Logic 1, all one word. I think. Oh god, who knows what's gonna come up on your.
DeviantArt doesn't have DeviantArt.
You're like putting your hand over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What
right.
we're seeing like.
Oh
it's
yeah.
gonna block
Right.
it
Sorry, I
down.
forgot it's.
Is this the character?
Yeah, it's sort of like that. She's always
kind of like that, but
she's
it's
always
like-
building factories and cutting down trees.
But it's when I had it on here, I had like hashtag, and it was like giving me like these, like all these.
Okay, let me see.
commissions.
Oh, it's not tagged. But that's the name of the character.
Because it's this.
Send me this Drulpa.
It's this. It's harder to find because it's
Going
this
to the rate
user
of Friday.
commissioning this concept from multiple artists. But the name of the user is Merlogic1.
Saplo, JJ staying for about a month.
But if you Google it too, there's Reddit posts about him and stuff too, so you could find it out.
But that's the artist name. It's not the character name.
No, that's the name of the guy who commissions the art from other artists.
I see.
You know what I mean? Yeah, just search that.
Do you think if I keep vaping, I'll feel happiness?
Yeah, for sure, man. It always works for me.
This person draws the animes as the Pop-Tarts. That's intriguing.
Getting distracted now.
Pop-Tart. What is the name of a anime character that is like this? Like a cute girl that's also like a little...
JJ on Horseshoe Theory Pod, yes, soon.
I think there is a name for it.
Lolly?
Yeah.
Yikes. I know what that means.
Chibi. Sorry.
Chibi?
Oh, yeah,
Chibi.
Chibi.
It's okay, JJ. You can't get secondhand nicotine.
That's the whole...
So much art.
Check how many viewers we got, JJ. Click the brave.
34.
34. Not bad.
You should promote it on your Twitter.
Me?
Yeah.
You should promote it. Well, we can't tweet. We made a deal with each other not to make any tweets while he's over. So.
But I wanna drive some people to the stream.
Saplo enjoying the podcast. Well, good news, Saplo. We dropped $1,000 on actual good audio equipment. So, the next 2 podcasts with Umami and JJ are going to be very high quality.
I'm excited. Look at these characters. They're fun. Look, there's like a burnt toast man and a PBJ character. This guy's like a.
Rogan just left, said, "I've consumed too much bubbly," and then like exited the room.
Literally tens of us in here, says the.
That's what he does, man. He just makes decisions.
They want us to up the dopamine a bit. Things are getting a little chill.
Do you mean on the stream, JJ Perry, or like?
I start screaming.
Look at these characters. These are fun characters, don't you think? Look, Burnt Toast Man, PB and
Very
J
fun.
Man.
I'm just worried that they like have some connotation.
PB and J is clearly a woman.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can't call her a man.
Well,
you're misgendering her.
Actually, fine. The PBJ woman, and this guy's like a grilled cheese man.
That person is clearly non-binary.
Well,
come on, JJ.
It's a platform game where you play as fire-breathing toasters, and this artist looks pretty good. Let's see what his work is like. I mean, it all seems very fetishy.
Everything on this website.
Can't people just draw things that aren't?
Well, why is it fetishy, JJ?
Well, I don't know. Like, look at this.
What aspect of this art are you looking at and deciding that it makes it fetishy?
I mean, everybody's like,
yeah, it's fetishy. You should get off this. You should get off that page.
I just wanted the sandwich people. Why can't it just all be sandwich people?
Surprised it hasn't been worse yet, honestly.
I need you guys
There's
to
no
put a
nudity on
chick
DeviantArt.
in the stream and make her gay.
Yeah, but it's all like it gets pretty.
The legitimate scholar is some sort of right-wing crank, so he's just saying things.
That was a completely innocent comment, JJ.
No, he's
not.
talking about. He's saying that we are so fundamentally unattractive as male specimens that we would turn any woman to lesbianism within moments of meeting us.
It's a new South Park episode.
Oh really?
Where Carbon plays the Disney CEO, and he's like, "Put a chick in it and make it gay."
Yeah.
That's like, put it, yeah.
Oh.
With the new special?
Yeah, they keep bringing like ideas to Carbon.
The Panderverse.
Yeah,
What?
the Panderverse.
I want to see.
What is a character that should look up on DeviantArt that you enjoy, Benjamin? We already looked up Naruto.
Saplo wants to put Subway Surfers on the screen. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, he needs more dopamine.
Yeah, we should probably get some Subway Surfers in there.
Okay, hold on. I'll put it up on the YouTube.com.
If we like had that in the top right corner or something, we would get twice as many viewers.
Everybody need a bosom for their pillow. Everybody need a bosom for their pillow. This is the new message. Go back to your village. You can be proud to be Uganda. No more purple man in Uganda.
Okay, this will give the kids some dopamine as we.
Yeah, so you have to like make it like put it there maybe in the corner.
This is not gonna happen. JJ does not have the capability.
I could do it.
I just did it.
All right, let Ben Chitty man the ship for a little bit, JJ.
Just for a second.
Okay, I've got to go to the bathroom anyway.
Everybody need a bosom for their pillow. Yeah.
Oh, all right. My turn. Sorry.
Ridiculous.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Everybody need a bosom for their pillow. Everybody need a bosom for their pillow. Okay. Everybody need a bosom. Everybody need a bosom for their pillow.
Wow.
Everybody need a bosom for their pillow.
You're getting fixated.
Finally, you can be proud to be Ugandan. Go back to your village.
Yeah. This is the. No, he's like, sing this in your village. This is the new message for Uganda. We should just play that. We should just play Nirvana the Band the show clips.
Everybody need a bosom for their pillow.
Yes.
Oh yeah, video.
Video.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
Jaden.
Why does it look like a child?
Get it going. There she goes.
Oh my god. She's spinning.
Read the comments on this. I'm proud of the end.
It's gotta be. That was
It's
amazing. Yeah, that was amazing.
Thank you, Freeway Elliot.
Wait, we'll show the crowd here.
Make us smaller. Put the crop back on.
Oh yeah, the crop. No, we don't need the crop.
I want the crop.
Why can't we just make us like that?
Everybody need their bosom for their pillow.
Everyone's gonna come back. Let's make it right in the corner. Perfect. Perfect. All right. What's this person? Oh, this person just likes these green characters.
Oh.
Oh, there he is. He's thinking about his OC. Oh, it's Super Mario? This is not Super Mario World.
thinking about my OC in Super Mario World style.
Oh.
He's thinking about it.
Oh.
He's not.
Oh,
thinking,
he didn't even draw it.
He didn't even draw it.
He's just thinking.
He's
of it.
thinking about the concept of drawing it.
Oh, it's because he hasn't drawn it 20 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
He's thinking about it.
Okay, that's good.
It's coming.
Where do these people come from?
Oh man. Mommy. They come from mommy's basement. And they get fixated. Oh wait, he's got a whole like chart.
Oh.
Full body tornado spin.
Did I leave my
What?
bag in here?
What deviants like tornado parts stuff is favorite? What does that mean? Oh, what people who follow him, what their favorite part of the spin is.
What the fuck?
So it's tornado legs,
Tornado legs.
tornado body, or full body tornado spin. Most people like.
Why
the
the
full-
fuck? How,
most people
how the,
like the.
How the fuck would you? How would your legs spin independently of your torso?
No, I just want the tornado legs, like the Tasmanian devil.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they just like the tornado legs.
Why would just your body spin?
I
Oh
think-
look, that he prefers just body.
Oh, this is himself.
Yeah, myself.
Wow. He just likes the body. He was trying to be special.
It's tornado. I'm not
He's trying
spinning.
to-
It's tornado. That's the tag.
Yeah, tornado spin.
Everybody needed.
So this is what we just discovered, JJ.
What did you just discover?
This person who likes those tornado spinning characters.
Yeah.
He has this chart of all his followers and what part of the body they prefer spinning the most. So, it's full body
Wow.
tornado spin, tornado legs, or tornado body.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. Like that's so specific. That's crazy.
Well, hold on. What does it say? What deviants like tornado parts stuff is favorite?
Yeah, he's having a hard time with the
full body tornado
coherence.
spin. So it's saying like what these guys are attracted to, I guess.
Yeah.
Most people like the classic full
Yeah,
body
yeah,
tornado
yeah.
spin.
Most people like the. But
Some people want the legs.
We're talking
to
about
go
how does the body work, but we're like
Well,
the
look up-
tornado
look-
legs make sense because like Tasmanian devil.
Look
but-
up one of look up one of these names of these artists.
Oh, we'll find one of them.
Yeah, because then you'll see.
And him himself, he likes the body,
Oh.
which is the most abstract one.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Just the body spinning with the legs.
With the legs, fine.
What the fuck is that like? I'm
It's
trying.
insane, man. That is so insane.
Everybody.
Which one would you like to? We're gonna search up somebody here.
Yeah, I'm just typing one of these names.
Okay, let's
You type in any character and click tornado and probably have.
ZHOR1.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's getting scary. Nope.
No. Do
Maybe not that guy.
Do Daft Punk. Do Daft Funk 2007.
Oh yeah, Daft Funk 2007.
Okay, this is a 15-year-old.
2000. Oh, he was born in 2007. Yeah.
There we go. 15-year-old.
Yeah. Who's attracted to spinning cartoon characters?
It's crazy how this this style never dies. Like child internet art always looks the same.
Yeah, well, it's because they don't know how to draw it.
JJ has a role in the Ironic Grave on Friday. JJ is one of the DJs. DJ JJ.
Isn't it on Saturday?
Yeah.
That's me, baby.
Isn't it on Saturday though?
DJJ?
It's on Friday.
It's on Friday?
Yeah.
Really?
17th.
That's Friday?
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
I would know. I'm putting it on.
It's true.
Actually, sometimes I'm actually kind of surprised that I know. I'm kind of proud of myself.
Classic DeviantArt right here.
So I would definitely forget
This
the
one?
day before.
All this.
Who's this character?
I'm not sure.
What do you want, Greg?
It's a little scary. Oh, he wants his medicine.
Oh, thanks. Not Dick Snake too.
I'm not sure. He looks a little like unnerving. He's like on acid or something. Thanks, Dilly. I will do mine now.
Oh, it's an art trade with the Cartoony channel.
Oh.
Art trade is when you draw something and then they draw something for you.
So nice.
This is clearly his character.
This is the Cartoony channel. Yeah, this is his guy. This actually I've met some people who look like that, so maybe it's just him. It's like a 15-year-old kind of strange DeviantArt 15-year-old.
Look at how he's made drawings for all the different holidays. And there's the
Pengu's angry.
That's Pengu's father.
Oh. Or is it the salesman?
Pengu with the tea kettles has to be a fetish.
After being
Pengu is in bed after being frozen. That's sexy. That's too sexy.
Brogan's drawing a commission. That's the answer to that question.
And someone asks, how old are the people drawing these spinning fetish art? And the answer is probably young.
Mostly teenagers, probably.
And the answer it's probably young because it's kind of like soft core. You know?
Right.
It's like.
Yeah, that's pretty innocent. It's just strange.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
It's a childhood fetish.
Didn't like hearing that.
I mean, it's real. It exists.
It
We
is
all-
real.
We all remember that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Alright, let's move on. What next? We going down the
He's got-
DeviantArt rabbit hole?
Are those like 10 years old? He's got Club Penguin.
Yeah, I think it's a child. But
No, he's like the account 10 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
Club
okay.
Penguin's dead.
Some of the kids still like it.
How could they like something that's dead?
Some of the kids still like it.
They like the characters.
Look at that first one.
What?
Where he's dead.
Yeah, where he's dead.
Yeah, I know.
That's just drawing.
Me as Family Guy death pose.
How old is it? 12 hours ago? Not very much.
12 hours ago, dude. They can't
What
stop.
is your favorite cartoon, Benjamin, when you were a youngster?
When I was young,
Mhm.
young, probably SpongeBob for sure.
SpongeBob.
That's too boring. Think of it something more unique. That
Something
you
more
liked.
unique.
Yeah.
But every time like when I was
a cartoon that you enjoyed.
a cartoon that I enjoyed. Why is it boring? Someone was awesome. Past childhood. What did I watch for cartoons? I don't know, man.
Oh, Duncan.
Did you watch any cartoons? What do you watch?
Duncanology.
Duncan's joining the chat.
Duncan's here.
Hey, Duncan.
Duncan.
Duncan's a big shot. I wish he was in this room with us right now.
Yeah, right. Duncan. Duncan, come in. You gotta come on the live stream. Get to this dude.
Go on Discord.
Go on Discord. You can join the stream. Oh yeah, I'm glad you like the Subway Surfers. It's good.
Everybody need a bosom for a pillow. This is the new message.
Should we show them the Scarborough Bluffs?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Here's a great show made in Toronto called Nirvana the Band the Show, created by Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll. Here's a little taste. What? It's muted. But it's slowed down for some reason. But our friend has the proper version. But
This is sung by a monster. This is sung by the monster.
Turn it up.
how could this happen?
On the physically turn it up.
Oh, we're here.
Yeah, there's buttons on the keyboard.
To the Nicky Nicky. This is sung by. Go whatever. This is sung by a monster. This is sung by the monster that Nicky Nicky. This is sung by Nicky. This is Nicky. This is Nicky Nicky. This is the song of Nicky Nicky. Ready? Watch. Nicky Nicky 9 goes up and down the Scarborough Bluffs. They call me Nicky Nicky 9 goes. I'm the guy who does that stuff. Who could that be? Why look! It's empty. And you've been Nicky Nicky 9.
It's frustrating like to switch down.
My name is Nicky Nicky 9 Doors. I'm the guy who does that stuff. You got a doorbell. I'll ring it.
Fantastic. Time for one more.
Don't just play things. Don't just play clips from things. That's the easy way out.
That's what they want to see.
No, they want to see it. They could look it up themselves. They want to see our award-winning banter.
Oh, our
not just
award-winning
clips
banter.
from some weird.
Look, Duncan wants to see it. Look how excited he is. He loves Nirvana the Band the Show. This is good, JJ. Don't worry.
Hold on. What is this person saying? It says JJ McCullough. The JJ McCullough Tupa takes would go hard.
Oh, yeah, the tulpas are back.
What is tulpas? Is that the thing where you have?
I still don't think I could explain it.
It's the thing where you have the imaginary friends, right?
No.
That like live in your brain.
Well, I mean, that's one interpretation. That's an uncharitable interpretation.
What's the charitable interpretation?
Charitable interpretation is you're making systems in your head that you're interacting with.
What kind of systems?
You give them names, personalities. Sometimes they adopt personalities of their own. They keep you company when you have no friends. I'm getting uncharitable.
Benjamin, move over a bit. I want to sit in the church.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna both mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Duncan really is excited to see Update Day by Nirvana the Band, the show.
I'm not sure that he is.
I think he is. I think, look,
You
he said, this is good, JJ, don't worry.
We should change the title of the stream to be with at JJ McCullough.
Yes, we should actually.
For more views. And J-Reg. And Ben Chitty.
And Ben Chitty,
And
well,
Duncan
yeah.
Clark.
That should be first.
And Duncan Clark.
And Duncan Clark, left bracket, in the chat.
Duncan Clark in the chat. Well, we could do that, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Duncan's getting some compliments for his award-winning
Go
expert
to
video.
that.
Oh,
Live
there's a
stream.
monkey.
Edit.
Duncan's iceberg videos are truly.
JJ McCullough.
Oh, you can even just click it like that.
And Drag. And Duncan Clark. In the chat.
No.
Up. In the chat. Yes.
Very
Perfect.
Perfect
Nailed
100,
it.
yes.
Nailed it. 100.
Very good.
Perfect score.
Duncan Clark is part of the attraction.
Yes, of course, and
You want-
he just can't wait to watch Update Day. Nirvana the Band, the show.
I wanna watch Update
He's
Day.
so excited. Brogan wants to watch it too.
Alright, fine. Let's watch Update Day.
Everyone's thrilled. It's okay, JJ, you'll like it. It's from your time. It's from 2006.
Yeah, Update Day. What? New Wii titles. What? I'm in the bathroom.
No.
Update Day for the Wii Shopping Channel.
They can't.
Have you been copyrighted before on stream?
Yeah.
It's funny because normally they do it at midnight, but it's like 11. It's like 11:15. What time is it in Japan? Fucking turn that up. I love that grooving. What kind of music is that? Like a bossa nova beat? Makes me really want to just croon it. This is such a danceable song. You know what we should do? We should write a song for our act with titles of Wii games. Oh, I like it. I like it. Because everybody knows about the Wii Shopping Channel, and everybody loves to shop on it every Wednesday. So what we'll do is we'll write a theme song for the Wii Shopping Channel. Look, watch this. Watch this. You can sing to the titles of the Super Mario RPG, Super Mario 3, Mega Man, Neo Turf Masters, Breakin' Star. You know what I mean, Jared? Like every start, you say the lyrics of the. Let me try. Super Mario RPG. Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Juman Fu, Harvest Moon. You write this song? Link Puzzle Pokemon, Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Chuchu, Mario Comet, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Bases Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Dribble, Double Dragon F-Zero. I get it, you memorize the song. Zero X, and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Cruising USA. Wow! No!
Incredible.
Kids do be loving shows where people are awkward.
And it's all because of Susie.
It's all because of Susie.
It's all because of
yes,
Susie.
it's all because of Susie. Get in here, Susie.
It's all because of you, Susie. You did this, Susie. You!
It's all because of Susie Cream Cheese.
It's all because of Susie Cream Cheese.
This person says Brogan is incredibly in debt from the $2,500 appearance fee Craig, JJ, and Ben are charging for the stream.
Yes.
It's true. When do we get that?
This is what I spent. I got that bag from the YouTube bump. This is what I spent it on.
Yes.
This stream with 30 views. Where I draw you, JJ Perry.
It's all for you, JJ Perry.
It's all for you.
you.
It's all about Susie. It's all about JJ Perry tonight.
Tell us about the case of ADHD in Ukraine, Saulo. Seems like you're onto something here, but you got to be more succinct.
I'm out of the stream now. This is it for me.
Okay.
My chair is taken. Oh, I'm back.
And better than ever?
Yeah, actually, here, I'll just give you room. There you go.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, it's Brogan's wallet.
I want to look at. I know what I want to look at. I want to look at sort of Subway Surfer.
You want to get out of Subway Surfer?
I want to look at Mario Kart 64.
Oh, that's good simulation. As long as there's a video game.
We could watch other things.
No.
We could watch B&B. We could watch Car Crash. We could watch real car crash.
Real car crash footage?
We could watch 9/11 from every angle.
World Star? We can watch fights?
Absolutely not.
Could we watch fights?
Can we watch fights?
We'll see how you behave.
I'll watch fights. Watch fights.
My high school had an Instagram page of fights.
Hell yeah.
It was short-lived. It was epic.
I remember there was like some like right-wing news website that wound up just being a front for a hobo fight racket. He was just laundering the money that he was getting from the advertising on the right-wing news website to fund his secret hobo fighting enterprise.
Sherry Boudreau asks us to posit why autism is so prevalent now.
What's your theory, Greg? I bet you have an interesting take on this one.
I don't have any takes on that.
I mean, I think that the actual reason is just that we're better at diagnosing autism.
It's in the tap water. That's the answer. JJ's full of fucking shit.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cut and dry on vaccines.
It's the tap water.
Does it make sense? You guys not listen to RFK?
Is this our
Made a pretty good case.
Yeah, see, this person says the right thing. It's autism is more common than we thought, and we're just getting better at recognizing it.
That's part of it.
I think autism's the demonization of just traditional masculine traits.
Like
in
what?
a world run by women. In our schools, in our
my
institutions.
Terrible.
We do have
So
public.
true.
We do have public school now. That changed everything.
What did we used to have?
Private school when
Just
everyone was
hanging
a
out and
genius.
hunting,
No, we used to
hunting
have-
and fucking
Yes, that's
fighting
true.
and chilling out.
There used to be no school at all, and now everybody has to go to school.
Everybody has to go to
Now
school.
you can't sit in a room for
You gotta
too long.
Sherry
You have an
Boudreau.
issue.
You gotta
You
sit.
need to stop agreeing with Brogan ranting about women as a woman.
Duncan Clark
That's
is
illegal.
groaning under the weight of all these.
You're being like an Uncle Tom
You gotta
for
be.
women.
You gotta be feminine and just sit there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Women
They
be
just
like.
sit there.
Women be like.
Yeah, and men are like, rah!
That's true.
It's true, bro.
I was always good at sitting. I didn't find my masculine urges made me want to squirm.
In reality, my prefrontal cortex is damaged. That was my issue.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, that's what they say. That's what ADHD kind of is.
Duncan
If you stretch
Clark
it,
in
if you
chat
stretch what ADHD
noticeably disagreeing with this crowd's misogyny.
I'm not misogynist.
JJ's a little misogynist.
I love all women.
Oh yeah? What do you like about them?
Well,
Name two.
Name two.
You claim to like women, eh? Name two.
Medium D speaks in the chat. It's a friend of mine. Hello, Medium D speaks.
Get.
What do you think of this commission with his giant eyes?
I mean, you did draw him with giant eyes when one of his distinguishing features is that he has small eyes.
After mom started blasting
But
classical
people
music to their
generally do
babies
not
while in
have
the
a good
womb.
perception of what they themselves
That's why?
look
You're with
I
giant eyes.
finally figured it out.
Purposefully.
Giant what's that?
This is why I have
Giant eyes
ADHD.
Because you think he's self-conscious about his small eyes?
Why?
Because mom
You also
started
gave him a
blasting
much
classical
more-
music to their babies
you gave
while
him
in
a
the
much more
womb.
defined
That's what gave us
jaw when he has
ADHD.
That's looks like him as long as someone's walking into his house.
Yeah, I thought it would make it smart.
I didn't know it was so simple.
But it made us like less able to focus.
Exaggerate.
Yeah, we were like too distracted. We were like
Yeah, but you have to
overstimulated
exaggerate
as like fetuses.
No, Chad giant
That's
eyes.
terrible.
What if we were listening to mumble rap in the womb? You can
Then
cut it
we
off.
could like be able to relax a little bit. We wouldn't have gotten our prefrontal cortexes damaged.
Play Dear Sister. That's a great sketch. One of those right there. We've all seen Dear Sister, I think. Classic. It's funny. It's a good sketch.
The chatification is part of the brand.
We got a bit of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
JJ loves women so much he's even married to one. That's very true.
It's true.
People don't know a lot about my canonical wife.
JJ does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
JJ does have a
I
wife.
don't know anything.
I do have a wife.
He's still gay, but he has a wife.
It's fine. We've worked it out together, me and the wife. She has a boyfriend. I don't care.
Wow, that's...
The boyfriend lets him
that's awesome.
play Switch.
Yeah. The boyfriend's giving me lots of cool things. It's fine. It's fine. It's better than getting divorced, right?
Yeah, I would...
You just work it out with the wife.
Yeah, work it out.
That's probably the best end to a relationship. Is just you both.
You actually have a wife?
You're just gay.
Wow.
She lives in Alberta with the kids and my wife's boyfriend.
No.
One of the kids is JJ's. One of the kids is the wife's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fine. They get along.
This is not true.
Her boyfriend is also your boyfriend.
I wish.
JJ.
You wish it wasn't true.
No, I
No,
said,
he
wishes. I wish that my wife's boyfriend was my boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just not the world we live in.
No.
Unfortunately, gays can't marry gays in today's totalitarian society.
You just can't be.
That's relatable.
All right, now let's look at our views now that we added some names.
Oh, yeah, let's check it out.
Have we accumulated sufficient power?
Tom, how did you find that this chat was happening?
Go to live stream.
Oh yeah.
No, it's down.
It's skyrocketing.
It's skyrocketing.
Guys, we've gone from 32 to 35. That's a ratio of 1 per name we added.
This is huge.
Greg, do the floss.
I'm flossing.
That's not flossing.
This is my interpretation of flossing.
This is just a random nonsense dance.
This is like a simulacra. Of
Yeah, that's yeah.
Flossing is itself a simulacra of dancing. And also flossing.
Just one kind of dancing.
I don't know. This is sung by a monster.
This is sung by a monster.
Greg, do some dancing.
Okay.
Greg's good at
Sung
dancing.
by Nikki.
This is song of Nikki. This is the song of Nikki.
This is the song Nikki Nikki.
What dance is
This
this?
is sung by a monster.
Not everything has to have a name.
So
This is sung by a monster.
this is sung by a monster.
How do you think of that?
He's so excited. He's like, this is sung by a monster. I live urge to attack.
Benjamin, are you good at dancing?
I am.
So you dance.
Oh my god.
Oh, now
And
they're
yet
just,
we dance.
they're just fighting.
Like
They're just.
the drawings are on soft charcoal. If you touch them, you'll get wet. If you touch the drawings, you'll get wet.
Don't get wet. You got a crawler.
He's sung by a monster.
This is sung by a monster. This is sung by a monster. This is sung by a monster.
This is sung by the monster Nikki. This is sung by Nikki Nikki. This is sung by Nikki Nikki. This is the song of Nikki Nikki.
Play the Nikki Nikki thing that you're referencing.
We already played it.
Oh, you did? I wasn't there.
Yeah, you missed it.
Nikki Nine Doors.
I need to get...
Nikki Nine Doors.
There's just
Rolling
I feel
down the Scarborough Bluffs.
I feel like there's just all these shows that are just like kind of like
Nikki
sort of dumpy white guys being vaguely awkward.
I think that was his whole... It's not... It's genius, JJ. If you watch Murray, you'll see.
No, but I just feel like I've seen so many of these kinds of shows where it's
Really?
just like a
Like
bunch
what?
of like kind of dumpy white guys who are kind of awkward together. You know, it's like Workaholics is that kind of show. That British show is like that.
Oh man, but like
Dumpy white guys who are kind of awkward together.
Yeah.
I have no concept of that.
Dumpy white guys.
it's not
who are
even
kind
like
of awkward
it's
together.
not. The thing about Matt is that he's like so charismatic. It's not awkward. He's like the most charismatic person alive, while looking kind of dumpy. This is the whole.
What is that? What is the British show that I'm thinking of? There's like some British show where there's this type of show.
Well, yeah, that's it's kind of based
What
on
is-
that kind of thing. It's very dry like that. Yeah, it's like they're just.
But what is the show that I'm thinking of? The show that everybody likes, where there's like dumpy British guys and they're like, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s, and they're just kind of awkward together. It's very popular. Everybody likes it.
Everybody likes it.
Everybody loves it, but I don't.
It's not the IT.
JJ McCullough.
It's not the IT crowd.
They're too white for me. I prefer Latinas.
The person is guessing the IT crowd, which is not it, but that's a good guess because that's also that kind of show.
Right, I feel like there's probably more in the UK, but there's not a lot in Toronto. This is the Toronto version.
Peep Show, yeah, is it Peep Show? I think it might be Peep Show.
I don't know any. This is beyond me.
I think Peep Show is the name of it. Rogan's
Flight of the Conchords is similar. Yeah, it's a good point. Flight of the Conchords. That's a good. That's good. That's a good
all of the Brass Eye.
Brogan's whipping out the guitar.
Watch all of Brass Eye on screen.
Are you allowed to do that?
Not sure.
What if we do it from
It is on YouTube though.
We should go to an illegal stream.
Why would you not be allowed to watch YouTube on YouTube?
Yeah, you should be able to watch anything on YouTube on YouTube.
Yeah. Because they're watching it on YouTube already. They can just go find it.
Yeah.
Oh, but then it gives them views.
Yeah, I don't know.
And them ad revenue.
I don't know, Banshee. I don't know anything. The world's too complicated, and my mind wasn't meant for it.
Oh.
It's just too complicated. How are you supposed to? How is anyone supposed to know all this stuff?
You're right. There's a lot to know. It's hard being a zoomer. Just gonna floss about it.
You can't floss away your problems.
No, with that attitude.
Hey, you want to see a great?
Faster and faster.
If you floss fast enough, you take off into the air.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna happen. You're the first person to fly. And it's awesome.
How you spell hallelujah? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Where is it? I saw this fucking video earlier. Need to watch it.
You're too much bubbly.
Baby Gronk rizzed up Kai Cenat. Baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk is still at large.
Rizzed up Livy.
But that, did you just find this video?
No, I know.
Is it a meme from like 6 months ago?
I know all the references in the meme.
Okay.
There's one where it's like a men's choir singing Hallelujah.
Oh, okay.
But they're like, I heard there was a secret cat.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Oh yeah.
It says Baby Gronk rizzed up Baby
You're
Don.
making too much bubbly. I'll be back.
Oh god, I'm not gonna find it. This is a TikTok thing. This is a TikTok search.
Is that so?
Yeah. Baby Gronk, Ohio? I'm gonna look that up. Will it come up? Yeah, here it is.
I heard there was a secret yacht the Rizzler played for Kai Cenat, but you're not really from Ohio, are ya? It goes like this, it's duped and it's been fantastic, toilet, it Baby Gronk just rizzed up, take it up. He's a Sigma, he's a Sigma, he's a Sigma, he's a Sigma.
Beautiful.
I heard there was a secret yacht, the Rizzler played for Kai Cenat, but you're not really from Ohio, are ya? It goes like this, it's Duke Dennis, then Phantom Tax, Skibbity Toilet, and Baby Gronk just rizzed up Cliffy Duck. He's a Sigma, he's a Sigma, he's a Sigma, he's a Sigma.
So what were all the references in there?
Beautiful. You know, it doesn't matter, JJ.
Half of them are Kai Cenat references.
Uh-huh.
So Gyat means goddamn, It's like something Kai Cenat says.
Yes.
Phantom Tax, which is like Kai's YouTube channel name is Phantom.
Oh.
And Phantom Tax is like when you bring out food, you have to give him some. It's Phantom Tax. Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah. And what
Self-referential.
was the Dennis thing?
I don't know who Duke Dennis is.
Do you know, Greg?
Nope. And I don't care. I have not lost anything by not knowing that.
Well.
Looks like your e-transfer's done.
My e-transfer's done? Okay, can you close the computer?
Time to get happy again.
Thank fucking Christ. I was so unhappy for so long.
Duke Dennis is some sort of cool dude.
No, yeah,
Been
it's
shitty.
professional
Can I
cool
talk to
dude,
you
Duke
for a second?
Dennis.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing this instead of doing.
He might be some sort of rap man.
Right, that's the issue.
Or maybe he's a football man. I don't know, he looks like a cool dude. Look at how many chains he's wearing in this picture.
18 million views.
A mistake.
Is your picture done, Brogan?
Evil nightmare.
Your picture, is it finished?
Yeah.
Yeah. Point it towards the camera so everybody can see.
I've given you giant eyes.
And hold up the phone beside it. Where's the phone?
Giving you giant eyes.
I hope you appreciate this top quality drawing and performance, JJ Perry.
I've given you a giant eyes and a Chad jaw.
A giant eyes.
Yeah, that's too much work. To hold the phone up.
I can tell you have a bright future, JJ Perry, just by. What?
Just considering murdering you. Why change my mind? Decided against it. You're just nicotine consumption Just imagine smoking cigarettes. That would kill you.
That would kill me.
Slowly, while you're lethargic.
That's fucked up.
I hate that. I would too. I would hate that. Sorry.
All right, Brogan's gonna play guitar. I'm gonna interpret the dance, and you guys add to the sound.
Okay, yeah.
I get my other guitar actually.
Why not Mario Kart?
Things you did wrong, just live, rest up, livey do.
What happens when the millennial takes over?
Duncan says this is definitely content of some kind.
H with Umlaut needs to go read instead of watching pixels on screen. Simulacring community.
What are they talking about?
They can tell you're sleepy, JJ.
I'm not sleepy.
You're a sleepy boy.
I'm not a sleepy boy.
Gotta go to bed.
Oh.
Nice.
Is this an abstract form of streaming? I think so. I think we're breaking new grounds in the medium here by having like 3 consecutive conversations going on at the same time and just doing whatever we feel like. All right. Interpretive dance. Interpretive dance.
meow 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 meow. Probably not realistically, but you should do it anyway.
JJ Perry is enjoying the song.
JJ, you can only kill one, there can only be one JJ. Oh, which one do I choose? Do I choose Chad JJ or the JJ that's gay? I don't know. There can only be one JJ. That's not dead is the one who's just a picture of a head. Choose gay JJ. It's okay, we did choose gay JJ.
Yeah. To kill.
To kill. No, we have nothing but love and respect for gay JJ.
No, thank you.
Even if he wasn't gay, we'd say that.
Oh.
They're both gay.
Brogan, can you play the Trigun song? Somebody was asking for it.
JJ Perry is not 45.
I don't know what the Trigun song is.
Trigun, you know, it's an anime, I think, right?
Yeah, it's not 50.
I don't know what that is at all.
This person says it's a Catboy stream. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's
You just slide that over a little bit.
That's actually the joke.
What is the joke?
That is the joke. That's why I'm meow. I thought it was funny too.
Ben Shitty is unironically a catboy.
What is
Kin him.
No, it's ironic.
What is it? What is
Cultural leftists, kin Ben Shitty.
What is cat boy? What is
Cultural
cat boy?
leftist in chat.
I don't know.
Ben Shitty.
I actually don't know. I just know the concepts in the culture.
Here, do something with this boy. Do something with this boy. Look at him. Make him a cat boy.
Make him a
Cultural leftists. Make him a cat boy.
He's perfect to be a cat boy.
Let me look it up in Urban Dictionary.
Well, that was why. I just thought I'd be perfect as a cat boy. I don't know what
You would make a good cat boy, I think.
Yeah, I think I'd be perfect.
Where should I put this?
I'm just like a little guy. They could turn me into a cat boy.
I'm just like a little guy.
JJ,
Just like a
Googling
little guy.
cat boy on Urban
Might as well
Dictionary.
just turn me into a cat boy.
What's
right here.
JJ gonna find on Urban Dictionary?
I like the meow. I like to meow.
A boy who dresses up as a cat?
Yeah.
Is
And you can be a he.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, search it up.
DeviantArt will answer this question.
Yeah, well. Yeah, search up Catboy on DeviantArt.
Catboy in chat? Catboy in chat? Alone but killing it? Yo, I'm a catboy. Catboy in chat?
What is IDGF?
Catboy in chat?
What is IDGF?
I don't give a freaking
Oh.
heck.
Oh, I see. Are these cat boys?
Yeah.
JJ looking up catboy on DeviantArt. No filter, just going for it.
Hold on, I'll make this chat a little bit smaller so we can see the.
That's so special.
Ben is so cute, he would be a great catboy.
Benjamin, look at the cat
They
boys.
approve? They think I should become a cat boy?
Yeah, I think the.
Well, that's the
consensus
joke.
is
That's
pretty
why I started meowing
strongly
all the
cat
time.
Would you like to be a cat boy like this one? Look at this, look at
Two
this,
years
look at
ago,
this
I
fella.
started to meow because I thought I'd make a good cat boy.
Look at him. He's literally playing with.
That's me.
He's literally playing with.
That's me at work.
This is you at work for real?
Yeah, that's me.
That's me. That's me. Goes to
I
work.
scamper around and I'm like, do you want a twink? I'm like, meow, meow, meow.
What you want, Dwayne?
Ben Chitty's a bartender, that's the inside joke.
I'm like, I'll make you a cocktail.
Catboy is what you are before twink death.
No! Wait, what's that?
What's that? I've never heard of that.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
What is twink? I don't know what twink death is.
It's when you lose your Twinkie look.
Oh,
in
really?
Various ways. Like,
Whoever paid for the twink death explanation finally got it.
Yeah, I know. I was like wondering. When they came in, I was like, wonder what that is.
$10 from Dr. Nile.
cultural nihilist here.
You think I'll
Can
lose
someone
it?
rip my latest Gen Z art rated? What?
I'm not sure I understand the rated part of that.
If you spend the money, you should articulate a little better, I think.
Yeah.
Rip my
You gotta spend money.
Hey, explain cultural nihilism to us.
That's
Denial.
not what he's.
I know what he said.
Can someone
explain cultural nihilism now?
Can someone rip my latest Gen Z art rated?
Because I like the term. Cultural nihilism is a cool term. I haven't heard of that one explanation.
It's a Jewish conspiracy to make us all nihilists. I have nothing to explain. That's fair for.
That's
Can
a standard nihilist response.
Cultural nihilist, can you restate the super chat? Because I feel like it is not clear at all.
Okay, so it sounds like you're an active cultural nihilist that wants to destroy culture. So the passive cultural nihilist. That's good. So one might say you want to cancel culture.
This guy said that I will never hit twink death because of my arms.
But also because he hates working out.
Yeah.
You should post a link to your art if you want us to look at your art.
I feel like if I still lived in Nova Scotia, twink death would come for me.
Would come for you?
Right here. You can be a twink forever.
Okay, so twink death is just aging.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's losing your twink build.
Losing your twink build.
Right? And if I were in Nova Scotia, I'd be drinking lots of beer.
JJ twink maxing by never losing hair.
And all
True, I do have a lot of hair.
Pouring the beer down my throat and saying, "No more twink.
No more twink. We don't want you to be a twink anymore."
Greg, you can't flex in flannel.
Big, fat, smelly laborer.
Oh.
Who are? That's what they would say. They'd say, "Get to work." That's all there is. Get out there. We don't want any twinks on the work site. I thought it made you sleepy.
It did. Then I didn't do it for a while. Now I'm getting a craving
That'll be my doom. Ben Shitty, it's all thanks to you. Ben Shitty is why I consume nicotine.
It's not true.
Thank you,
It's not
Ben
true.
Shitty. And I'm obsessed with Ben Shitty. I will proclaim it publicly. I will proclaim it on this stream. I am obsessed with Ben Shitty. Because he gives me his vape. Because he gives me his vape. There may be other elements at play, but mostly it's because he gives me his vape. And I'm addicted to nicotine now. And I'm addicted to Ben Shitty now. Because I wouldn't normally buy a vape, but because he gave it to me now, I feel great whenever I am smoking the vape. But as soon as I stop smoking the vape, I don't feel so great. I'm codependent with Ben Shitty. He used to watch me. And now he watches me in real life. Because we're friends. We're best. Come here, Ben Shitty. I love you, Ben Shitty. I love you, Greg. I love you, Ben Shitty.
I love you, Drag from the YouTube channel, Drag.
And I love the vape also. It's kind of a three-way.
There's three people in this relationship.
Thanks, Ben. You're a cool guy.
But it wasn't. But really, the nicotine far before the Ben Shitty.
You're stepping on destiny.
Oop. No. You're gonna get wet.
We gotta find a safer place for all these people.
Yeah.
Portraits.
Why don't you put them in the rolls? Is that what the rolls are for?
Those are for shipping.
For shipping the pictures, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tiny.
Free JJ.
They think I'm a captive.
Let
I'm not a
let McCullough sleep.
How long do you normally do these streams for?
Yeah, Brogan.
I usually stop at around 10:30.
All right,
3
well,
hours.
let's wrap it up. We're tired.
Let's wrap it up.
JJ needs to go to bed.
JJ needs to go to bed. I want to play Skyrim for 30 minutes and then refund it. As I do once a month, I buy a Skyrim, play it for 30 minutes, and refund it on Steam.
Wow.
Any final thoughts?
Okay, let's
Any
put
final
bangers in the
thoughts,
chat.
J-Reg?
Let me take the helm.
Not really.
Let me take the helm. Do another song. You're both looking at the chat on your phones.
The chat is on my phone.
The chat is on my phone.
Chat is a word for cat in French.
Chat is a word for cat in French.
I ordered it here.
Bartender, you want something else? You have to order from the
Yeah, sorry, coming to the wrong guy. I'm the cat boy. I love milk. What can I say? I've extended my love for milk onto the customer. So I hope you like milk.
So I hope you like milk, Mr. Customer.
Mr. Customer, sure.
Would you like something made with milk? I'm a cat. I'm a cat after all.
I'm a cat after all. Meow. You should have drawn him as a cat.
That's what I was doing when we were
JJ Perry, we love you. This one goes out to you, JJ Perry.
We love you, JJ Perry. This is all for you, JJ Perry.
It's all for you.
Everything I do is for you, JJ
And hey,
Perry.
JJ Perry, you're not best friends with everyone in the studio. Everyone here right now, we're all your friend.
It's the goddamn truth.
JJ Perry wants a milk stream.